In a world, 4 friends, 1 mission, to bring freedom to everyone involved.
Dude, what the fuck are you doing?
I'm doing a thing for the podcast.
Dude, just say the name.
Fine. It's the Freedom Friends Podcast.
You needed to create like an ASPCA commercial about how like y'all are running out of booze.
We need to.
Yeah. That would be really good.
That's a solid plan.
Just sitting there just crying, looking at an empty glass.
Yeah.
Jazz, film school, here we come.
Let's fucking go.
Do it, and then you can say that like no more podcasts are going to be coming out because you're dry.
That's true.
You get to be fucking jacking off and shooting blanks.
For just
There's a lot you can do with that.
For just $26 a month, you can help 4 degenerates stay drunk.
You could prevent realizing the depression for these 4.
Inflation.
Fuck boys.
It's time, yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Freedom Friends Podcast, brought to you by warfightertobacco.com. Use that code FTFO. Score yourself that sweet. There it is. 15% off. Of course, our buddies at wellness.us. For all your CBD needs, use that code FreedomFriends25 over there. Get yourself a quarter off your order. And today, well, I'm Mikey. That's Jazz down there. This is Scott and John. And today we got the
This fucking
illustrious,
guy.
the attractive, the it's hard to look at you. You're so fucking pretty. We got Jason Murff with us from Grow Your Ass Off. What's up, buddy?
Howdy. Thank you. It's been too long.
Where do you buy a 2-day stubble guard for a beard trimmer?
It's the
Just curious.
I think it's the Norelco One Touch.
Yeah, it
It's the little green and black one.
There's one that just says 2-day stubble on it.
Yeah.
Oh fuck! See,
No,
Learning
it's
things.
great. Like it's like a little travel one, and the battery lasts like literally a year. I'll charge it like once a year, and it comes with a couple different guards, and it's perfect.
Fucking A.
Crack the code, man.
Right. Like, do you know
You
why
got
mine
too
is?
much going on.
Do you know why mine is this long right now? I just been lazy and don't want to trim
Because
it.
it looks awesome.
Well, that too.
Like, you'd have that cool color wave, man, where it's like,
It's the evil.
streak.
It's the supervillain.
yeah,
The supervillain streak.
yeah. I'm jealous of your streak.
The problem is the streak highlights how red the rest of it is.
Nothing wrong with that.
So
My shit used to be all red. Not so much.
yeah.
A lot more of the gray these days.
I want to hear it.
Well, you look like a fucking real person finally, because you got a beard back again. And you apparently,
He's on a
Michelle
dry
must be out of
spell.
town.
She's out of town.
Scott's on a dry spell right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's out of
A
town.
lot of jerking off over at the Jansen house.
Yeah, well, a lot of boys there.
I was gonna say, you see how many boys live in that house?
Yeah, that's true. God, man.
Under a black light, that house looks like a Jackson Pollock painting.
Yeah. Probably smells like a petting zoo. Good God. Poor Michelle, man. She's outnumbered. She is outnumbered. She's up in Nebraska, right? Visiting the new grandbaby?
Yeah, the new granddaughter. So
That's
Anyways,
awesome. How
finish-
happy is she that there's a vagina in the
she
family?
is pretty happy. Yeah.
Finish introducing Murph.
It's Jason Murff from Grow Your Ass Off.
There you go.
Already said that.
Hi.
Instead of talking about his dick, talk about the guest.
Talk about my dick, Jesus.
Yeah.
It is nice.
Thank you
It is nice. Slightly curved and proportioned.
for her pleasure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well
Like proportionally curved or
Same. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like a nice smooth
yeah.
curve.
very, very even.
It's not like one of those
Very
fucking.
even
It doesn't look like ET's fingers broken.
I
It
heard
doesn't
if you
look like that.
periodically switch hands, you can prevent the curve.
See, I disagree with that theory because I curve left and I only go right.
Yeah, I don't agree with that.
That's just what I heard.
I've been a switch hitter my whole entire life. Like you
Can't
break one
confirm.
arm, you gotta use the next one. You break that arm, you gotta go back to this one.
The fuck are you doing that you cyclically break your arms?
Motocross.
Oh, okay. That makes
Yeah.
a lot more sense.
Yeah. So typically, I mean, knock on wood, we've been good so far, even though I just had surgery in November. But yeah, normally about once a year.
Yeah, how's the ankle?
Good so far.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been good. They went out and cleared a ruptured ligament from the ankle joint that was causing all the issues and fixed it up, and we're slowly getting back.
Because from what you've described to me about your ankle problem is, it's just fucked.
Yeah,
That's like,
basically.
it's like I was like, what's wrong with it? It's like, it's fucked.
Yeah,
That's
that
it.
was surgery number 4. So,
Yeah.
and I'm hoping the last one because it sucks.
I like how he described
Yes.
it as they cleared a ruptured ligament. In other words, they were just like, you know what, this is fucked. We're just gonna get rid of this part. We're just,
Well, I had a ruptured ligament that was actually inside the ankle joint and it had scar tissue all around it. So it was
No,
basically
I like-
impinging the
yeah,
joint.
I get it, but it's like, we're just gonna take this part out. No, you'll be fine.
I mean, it was better than like, because that's
chronic
why I got
pain.
out of the Army, is because we had a wonderful Navy doctor fuck up the surgery on my ankle. And then I went and saw a real doctor while I was going to college, and he was like,
welcome to Marines world, bro.
yeah, he was like, whoa,
Fucking
you are
terrible.
all sorts of fucked up.
Almost
and then,
every flubbed surgery I've ever heard that happened with the military has always been some Navy doctor did it.
I will say this, like, so I was at Walter Reed going through treatment and stuff before the Army moved in, when it was just Bethesda National Naval Medical
Right.
Center, and then when they closed down old Walter Reed because it was gross. Remember that shit? That was bad. They had like rats in the ceilings and shit. That was fucked. So when they closed that down and they all moved to Bethesda, I started seeing like a change in
Quality of care.
Yeah, quality of care, absolutely. Like, and it was weird. We don't speak the same languages, though, the Army and the Marines, right? Like, or the Navy and the Army. They don't speak the same languages. So, like, I would walk in, they'd be like, "Are you on profile?" I was like, "I don't know what the fuck that word means, man." You know what I mean? Like we don't fucking use the term profile. Like, I was like, so I would sit there and almost go to blows with these fucking, like, medics. And then finally a corpsman would walk up. I'd be like, "Can you fucking translate for me, doc?" And he's like, "What do you need?" I'm like, "What the fuck is profile?" He's like, "Light duty shit." I was like, "Oh, yeah, here." I was like, "What the fuck?" Because we just didn't speak the same language. And I was like, so there was some growing pains during that
And we
transition
were too
period.
dumb to understand.
Yeah, and it was like literally, it was like two walls talking to each other. They weren't fucking moving. We're just both like, "Ba-da, ba-da, ba-da," like it was. And I was like, "Bro, I don't know what the
So
fuck
the
you're
problem
talking
with that
about."
is that the full term for that is actually medical profile.
See, if you said that, I figured it out.
It's one of those things to where there's so much shit in the military that gets thrown out in shorthand, and you never hear like the full length version, that you only know the shorthand and don't even know that it belongs to something else.
Yeah.
And then you end up with situations like that where it's like a profile. You know, like if you're hurt, you have a profile, and it's like what,
I'm like a
Yep.
Facebook
my
profile.
whole
Like, what
fucking
the fuck are you
file
talking
sitting in
about?
front of you. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? It's a medical profile.
do y'all use like Roger in the Marines?
Sure.
Yeah. So we're at Obama's second inauguration, setting everything up and running around trying to get everyone together. And the Coast Guard's there
Yeah.
with us. And one of the E6s came by and we did the full brief down. He's like, "Roger." And the Coast Guard guy's like, and then he looks at me, he said, "Who the fuck is Roger?" I thought that was like a side, branch wide thing.
Well,
Yeah, I thought it was too.
I think from the CB world, right? Or from radio talk,
Yeah, it's
Roger. Like,
just Roger
Yeah.
over, Roger
Yeah.
out, right? Like,
Right, but that's
Roger, Roger.
But that's military radio chatter.
well,
'cause, like-
no.
So you're saying the Coast Guard
Aviation-
is not military?
They're not.
Well, they're not.
They were DHS. They were
They were
Department of
DOD.
Transportation, and now they're DHS. They're
Yeah.
not military.
yeah.
But no offense to your boy, but
He knows.
What?
He's also in Key West. He knows he's
Yeah,
not
he's
military.
fine.
Yeah.
He's doing all right.
so but a lot of that stuff, like you're civilian radio, and you still get all the 10-4 and all that shit.
Yeah, like
So-
aviation speak though.
Yeah.
That's kind of
Well,
similar.
10 code is like, there's like 10-2 all the way through like fucking 10-20
Yeah,
or whatever the
10-4
fuck.
is just
like,
Roger. It's
yeah.
just
It was always funny because like you would hear like little hillbilly kids like when they first joined the Marines, they'd be like, "Hey dog, go fucking do this." I'd be like 10-4. I'd be like, "Come back. You ever fucking 10-4 me again, I'm gonna kick you in your goddamn chest." It's just like don't
you're
don't
not
you-
eastbound and down, motherfucker.
Yeah,
It's
right.
Roger.
Like, just you fucking answer appropriately. Like fuck. Used to have that conversation occasionally with some rednecks, but
Well, that's like the sir thing. It still throws me off. And I've known
Yeah.
a lot of Marines, but the whole like sir to non-officers.
oh, that's only in boot camp.
Right.
Yeah,
No,
it's-
that's
it's-
Air Force.
But it's still
Yeah,
stupid.
the Air Force does
the
that
Air Force
too.
does it. But male or female, you call them sir or ma'am. Doesn't matter their rank.
Yeah.
And it's okay.
That's weird.
And what
Yeah,
it
it's
tells
fucking
me
weird.
is the
Like-
Air Force doesn't even know their own fucking rank structure.
Have you
So
looked
they
at the
just
rank
say
structure?
I can't figure that shit out either.
And they change it every 10 fucking years too.
Yeah.
So it's
I
like
can't figure it out.
constantly fluidly
I'm
moving.
a senior airman tech sergeant. What the balls? It's like, what?
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
right? Like, that makes sense to me. It's like, I mean, the only time we do that is like boot camp. It's just like
Yeah, but why?
you will call every fucking Marine sir.
But
'Cause
then-
you're- 'cause
but-
you're a recruit.
But then
Fuck
once you leave boot camp, then you're not supposed to do that, right?
Correct.
Yeah, then it
fucking
falls into
retarded.
the whole NCOs are still sergeants and all that
Yeah.
kind of stuff.
See, at least
Like,
in the
This is
Army,
why they're Marines.
yeah, at least in the Army basic training, you get smoked because you fucked up somebody's rank, so you actually learned it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Where in Marine Corps basic, You just know, sir.
Yeah,
or
there's a
ma'am.
little lazy. You
Yeah.
just have to say,
And then
sir.
afterwards, then you got to learn it.
That's 'cause
And
we're
let
too busy
some
getting-
Lance Corporal destroy
We're too
your
busy
life.
learning actual discipline to worry about that.
Well, and everything with you guys is a sir.
Okay.
With you guys, it's all a sir sandwich too, isn't it?
No, not anymore. Remember, you get yelled at for doing the sir sandwich.
Oh, okay.
Like Vietnam days, they were like, sir, yes, sir, no, sir. Yeah, but now, no, it's just yes, sir, no, sir.
I still don't understand referring to yourself in the third person thing. Is
This recruit,
yeah, that's a little weird.
yeah. Recruit for here, request me to speak to Johnson Staff Sergeant so-and-so. What? This recruit request me to make my head call, sir. Go. It's like, that's how you have to, like, take a piss. Yeah.
In the meantime, you've pitched
Good
yourself.
Sergeant, I
'cause-
gotta pee.
Dude, you see motherfuckers that are like shivering and they're struggling to get it out and they fuck it up and the drill instructor's like, go away, try again. they're like, this kid's gonna have a bladder infection.
Right. I'm gonna discipline your bladder. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're just gonna fuck his kidneys up.
Yeah,
Like,
and
just-
he's gonna piss himself
Yeah.
in front of you. Like, we had one dude who pissed himself like every fucking morning of boot camp. It was weird.
We had the same thing.
It's so weird.
And ironically enough, he actually, if he's watching this, he sent me a friend request that I did not accept because he ended up dropping out of boot camp and was a complete and total shitbag. But we always thought it was weird because we started in March and then ended in, I think, July. So it was like cold as shit whenever we started and then got hot as fuck
Yeah.
in bedding. And we started with our wool blankets on our bedding and then switched over to our woobies. And we always noticed he would switch from like wool to woobie even whenever it started getting warm outside. And then eventually he got dropped, got kicked out. And whenever we were doing like our final phase of cleaning the barracks and everything right before we finished it all, we went in some of the foot lockers that weren't being used. And whenever we opened up, we found all of his piss blankets. So there was like literally like 60 linens just drenched in fucking urine that have been in there for like 2 months. That was the most nasty shit ever.
Fuck, dude.
I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
there's an article in the Geneva Convention about that.
Yeah. Something about chemical warfare. Like,
And it was so weird because I mean, we
First
we-
popping footlockers, just gas.
everybody done and clear and shit. They're like, oh,
we never went over on that side. Like it was on the far side of the
fuck.
barracks. We never really used that back exit door. And then, you know, we went through and it was like, hey, we have to have everything fucking spotless, and popped open the very last Foot Locker. And it was just like, eh.
The worst one
Fuck.
we had was actually AIT, and there was one bathroom, and nobody's gonna be surprised by this, but we had one bathroom that you weren't supposed to go in because there was black mold on the ceiling. So instead of coming in and cleaning it, they just said, "Hey, nobody use this bathroom," and like put a piece of tape over it.
See, that
Because you don't
tracks.
get rid of the mold, you
Yeah.
just don't go in there.
That tracks.
It's like my room is right next door to this.
Yeah,
So, like,
it won't get worse.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. I mean,
And,
you already
uh,
have it. It's like herpes.
they finally came in. I was there 16 weeks, and they came in like week 14 to like bleach spray this fucking thing.
Yeah, they didn't even use kills. It's just like
No, they came in to like bleach spray this bathroom or whatever, and we were supposed to. I was the student first sergeant, so I was supposed to assign this like cleaning crew that was supposed to go in and like pre-clean it, and they were supposed to put masks on and shit, and they go in, and this one shower stall had this like buildup in the corner. And they were trying to figure out what was fucking on. And it finally came out that one of the recruits, one of the privates, for 14 weeks leading up to that point, every night had gone in there and jerked it off into that same corner. And it just like built up this. I was like,
Yes.
what the fuck?
Looks like elephant foot from Chernobyl.
Yeah, it was just rowdy.
Hey, can you guys, do you know if you can smell through a pro mask?
through a pro mask.
Yeah. Like you got your chemical mask on. Is it?
Can you
I
smell?
don't believe so.
Can you smell?
I don't think so.
Well, it's
You
supposed to.
I would think you shouldn't be able to, right?
It's supposed
Yeah.
to filter
I don't
out
think
anything
so.
that would carry us.
Because like if you when you have your mask on a CS chamber in a
Hey.
gas chamber,
yeah,
you
but
can't
by then
smell
it's
it.
already fucked. Like,
You gotta
Yeah,
remember
whenever
this.
you walk in, you get the aroma. 'Cause that
Here's
was
the
my
thing,
thought.
though.
Yeah.
CS isn't really a gas either, though. CS is
It's a
a solid.
particulate,
Yeah, it's a
yeah.
particulate.
like if you put a mask on and somebody farts in, or you open a Foot Locker like that, can you smell it through that?
well,
I gotta-
no, because
I don't know.
I got a mask at home.
well,
Give it a shot.
but the thing is that it's the filters that are on there are supposed to be filtering out anything that would be dense enough or heavy enough to carry a smell. So theoretically, no, you shouldn't be able to smell anything but that the fucking rubber of the mask that's
Yeah.
you're inside of.
Sounds
But
like we need to do a scientific experiment.
Yeah, are you saying you want to put a pro mask on and have me fart on it or something?
Well, no, I'm curious.
That's what he's saying.
It'd be a good video.
It's like those videos that I'm seeing of people that are farting into their roommates' CPAP machines and
What
shit.
made me think of it is when you yelled gas, gas, gas when you gave his story about the wall locker.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, I wonder if that'll get rid of the smell.
What if, yeah,
I don't know.
it's a good question.
We didn't have him inside the barracks, or else we would have had him on for that shit. That was nasty as fuck.
I will tell you that to this day, I put my fucking when I don and clear my gas mask that I have that I accidentally walked off with.
Right.
It's on someone's CMR somewhere. Sorry, fucking there's still CS residue in it because that shit never comes off, and my face still burns.
When do you actually use that, though?
I was gonna say,
that's what I'm curious.
To this day, I've never
now?
put one on.
I don't.
Oh, okay.
I use it to be a smartass on the internet sometimes. That's about it.
That's fair.
I want one of those like World War II tanker ones that have the long
Just-
tube and the canister
just
down
swinging.
there.
Yeah.
And then I was gonna streak my buddy's game cam with wearing just that and the.
I mean, that would be the perfect
that'd
way
be
to
funny,
test, because
right?
then you could fart yourself and have the filter.
That's true.
Like,
That would be right. That would be the easy, or that'd be the best way. Probably. Yeah.
Just be like, hang on a sec. Yep.
Don't puke in your own mask.
If you're gonna puke, always puke in somebody else's mask.
Yeah, right.
That's what the carriers are for, boys.
Totally. So, I was talking to our good friend Rich High today.
Oh.
Rich put out a video today about a stolen valor individual. And it's this young lady who claimed to be a staff sergeant in the Marine Corps, Purple Heart, Bronze Star with a V, had gotten support from Hunter 7, had gotten support from Wounded Warrior Project.
Wow.
Like a number of nonprofits had donated money. We're paying this bitch's bills.
Wait a minute, aren't all the Valor Awards like? Isn't there just like a website that you can go and like read all of those?
Yep. But when you
Doesn't seem like it'd be that hard to vet.
she worked at the VA.
Oh.
So she got another dude's fucking DD-214 and fucking
No, just
changed
shopped
it.
her name into it.
Yep. And was getting all this shit. And she was like kind of fucking famous. Like had gotten jobs because of her veteran status, because of her wounded veteran status. She had all this fucking crazy stories and everything. She was going to like veteran retreats. Want to know how I know? Because I went to a veteran retreat one time and met her and talked to her. And I remember talking to her and I was like, something's fucking shady about this chick. We were talking about sergeant's course. She told me she was a staff sergeant in the Marines. I was like, oh, so was I. And I was like, and I was talking to another guy about sergeant's course. I was like, where'd you go to sergeant's course? And she answered and I was like, that's not where sergeant's course
So I'm
is.
assuming that's like our B-knock and A-knock.
Yeah. And I was like, that's not, because it's all ran by the Staff and CO Academy, and there's only three. There's 29 Palms, fucking Pendleton, and Lejeune, right? And Quantico. And she had said like somewhere else, and I was like, maybe it was like a weird pop-up one or something. Like it didn't. I remember it. Like I remember that happening, and I was like, that's kind of weird. Sure as fuck, this bitch never served in shit. She fucking
Really?
defrauded everybody, man.
She wasn't even in the service.
Never even joined the fucking military,
Wow.
bro. And fucking
Oh my god.
and I'm talking like you can see the picture.
Jesus.
You can see the picture of her. And
Is
Justin,
she Insta famous?
I'll send this to you so you can pop it up on the screen. But
She is now.
you'll notice like you've probably seen that picture of her.
I only seen that because he posted that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let me see.
that chick. So like
I will help fund the lawyer to go and chase her down and get all that money back.
I made this though for Rich and sent it to him.
So was she getting VA benefits?
Yes.
Oh my god.
She's in VA. Wow.
Well, and Hunter 7, and apparently.
So Hunter 7's actually who fucking busted her because they did the research and they were like, wait a minute,
it's not terribly hard.
Your DD-214's social security number matches a dude. She was like,
She didn't even think about swapping the fucking social security number?
nope, it's a dude. It's a dude's social security number. And the fact that this went on for as long as it did is fucking terrifying.
Right.
But I thought
How could she?
I thought the HRC archives had all the Valor Awards.
How
like,
could she steal a
visible?
dude's
Yeah.
DD-214? Would there be something on
now,
there that
in the defense of some of the people that she screwed over, typically all they require is a DD-214.
Yeah.
Like and if you can provide that, and it's like clearly not photoshopped, like
right?
badly.
Yeah.
Most they're going to be like, okay, cool, awesome, yeah, to come show up on this date. You know what I mean? They're not going to go do background checks and that kind of shit.
They're a nonprofit. They can't afford all that
Exactly.
shit. You know, like, yeah. Like operating costs for a nonprofit aren't that fucking high because they don't make that much money because it goes to the fucking whatever cause that they're legally bound to do.
The good
supposed to
ones
be.
do.
Well, the good ones, yeah. Like Susan B. Komen can go get fucked, right?
Yeah. Well,
There's also some other rather large veteran ones that you find
I
out
was-
like
Wounded
not
Warrior
only
Project.
9
Well,
cents of
too.
every
I was-
dollar actually
I was
goes
going to
to
say she couldn't have gotten much out of Wounded Warrior. Maybe a book and a T-shirt. and a
No,
sticker.
but there was another one, and the organization escapes me, but it was like paying their bills. So to make matters worse, she claimed that she had brain cancer. Because she worked at the VA, she photoshopped fucking actual fucking medical bills of a fucking patient, a veteran who had fucking brain cancer. So it looked super legit
Oh, so
because
she's-
it was legit
so
bills.
she's going to jail anyways.
Oh, yeah.
Well, because at that point you've defrauded a federal institution.
Uh-huh.
Like that's
And Stolen Valor,
Yeah.
the Stolen Valor
it's
Act,
also
Yeah.
you know, as soon as you make money off of it, you're fucking guilty of stolen valor.
but at the
So Sarah Kavanaugh, go fuck yourself, you twat.
but the bigger one is definitely going to be like,
Yeah.
took money from the VA, did you?
Yeah. Oh,
Right.
she's
That's-
doing a
that's-
solid 7 to 10
Yeah.
at least.
Wow.
Yeah.
And repaying.
Oh yeah. Oh, restitution will be a thing. Yeah. So you pissed off the veteran community with this one. Good luck.
I can't wait to watch Rich's video.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Rich, Rich never disappoints.
No,
So, never. He never disappoints. So, but yeah, fucking. And then of course I made this. I made it look like him and her are in a relationship on Facebook, and he was like, "God damn it." But anyways,
Nice.
Jason, how you been?
Been good. We've
Yeah.
been busy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
We
How's Jeremy?
good.
Yeah,
Yeah. James good. The whole entire team is rocking away, working right now.
yeah.
While we enjoy this, since you all have, I guess, Valentine's Day stuff to go to tonight. And
Oh, we're moving. That's
Oh, yeah.
mainly what it is.
Yeah.
So get it done as fast as.
Tomorrow morning, this is the first thing getting ripped out of here, and
Yeah.
I like it. Yeah. Congrats on the new
starts,
place.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't realize where it was, man. I thought it was down on 78. But no, it's like up by like the police fucking like locker and all that
Yeah.
shit, man. So it's like you have like all the emergency response vehicles and shit on that
Yeah.
road. And I was
Yeah.
like, oh, okay. Fucking A.
Yeah.
Like,
What? So the next time you punch somebody, we know we have quick response time.
that happened
No,
one time.
even though they're across the street, they won't be the ones that show up.
Yeah.
It'll be the fire department.
Mhm.
Yeah.
They're on the next street over.
Yeah.
So we still have good response time.
Hopefully,
That'd be all right.
Clinch up, Justin.
they're. I heard they're cigar smokers over there. So
Nice.
Be easy sell.
yeah,
Fucking
I tried when we were doing our occupancy permit to give the district chief some cigars, and he's like, nope, can't do that.
Yeah. It's hit or miss. Like we've had some, because I have a couple firework businesses in Houston, and like some of the times our fire marshals will come in, like we'll bro down bullshit and all that kind
Right.
of stuff, and then permits go real quick and easy, and then we have other ones that are Captain America, and it's like every single little thing,
Yeah.
and it's like fucking A, dude, come on.
The good thing with us is, like I offered the guys cigars, and not for any other reason. I'm not trying to like, hey,
You're not greasing wheels.
not
You're
at
just
all.
like, hey, man, I got some
And-
cigars. You want them?
Well, actually, what happened was I had to go talk to them beforehand to. I was told I have to go explain to somebody that cigars aren't a combustible item, meaning
The
like,
city was thinking about making us put a sprinkler system in.
yeah,
No, we have the same problem because spices are a dry good. And if they're not in an actual bottle like that right
Yeah.
there, and they can be boxed in a bag, full 9 yards, it's considered combustible.
Wow.
So yeah, insurance is a nightmare.
Huh.
but so I went down to go talk to him about that.
You can talk to our
And,
insurance guy.
Okay. We'll talk after
It
this.
just so happened that the fire chief was out on some medical stuff, so he wasn't there, which is no problem. But the district chief, who used to be the old fire chief, was the guy that I spoke with, who's a huge whiskey and cigar guy. And so it wasn't that like he didn't want cigars because of whatever. He's like, no, I can smoke 5 cigars a day for the rest of my life and I still won't run out. That's how many I have in my house right now. I was like, well, if you need more.
Yeah.
But you don't have any warfighters.
Exactly. Well, he's like, actually, I do. 'Cause he saw my shirt and he's like, oh, you guys are on 3009, right? And I'm like, yeah. He's like, oh, you're good. I'm like, sweet.
Nice.
There you go.
So,
Nice.
but yeah, the city itself, those people, they're difficult. But the people that came out,
Shirts is a rough one to deal with.
the
man.
people that came out, like the guy from the city that came out to do our inspection, He's a fucking just a Texas good old boy. He showed up, and I was just like, "Oh, we got this."
As soon as he gets out the truck, you're like, "We're good."
Yep. Yep.
That's good. That's good. Fuck, man.
So any big news? Anything coming out, going out?
We got some big news, but can't say it yet because it's not done. We did just come out with donkey dongs, atomic dongs. I didn't bring any donkey balls with me.
What are the balls?
Onions?
They are a green olive with a habanero stuffed inside of it.
Oh, I'm into that. I did want to. You said to wait for the show.
Yeah, those are our atomic dongs, so they're actually in a habanero and garlic marinade.
Yeah, I want to get up in one of these.
John, you want to
With
grab a
it.
fork?
Sure.
Or
He's just gonna raw dog it. He's a marine.
I'm a raw dogger. That's my wife.
Yeah,
So
they're normally bigger than that. So sorry about the size.
we'll each get a half.
yeah, we'll each get a half.
You want me to pass it down?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, there's more than one in here.
Okay.
They're good and crispy.
I love
too.
the chomping sound in the microphone. That's some
Yeah.
ASM stuff.
Yeah,
Mm.
I do that on purpose.
Oh, I fuck with this.
I like how crispy they are.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Y'all need to try the actual. If y'all try the dongs,
My sinus is already fucked. I don't think
it's gonna clear you out.
Oh man.
The
That's
problem
delicious.
is then the rest of it, you won't hear crunchy noises. The rest of the show, you're gonna hear.
Yeah.
And I don't-
Well, try the dongs. They're not as hot. It's a bread and
Yeah,
butter
it's not
pickle
that it's
with
not
a
that I-
jalapeno slice
I
inside
actually really
of it.
like spicy food. I just
You
because
got
it will
another
start
fork?
flushing everything out. That's all we're gonna hear. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely it's got a little spice to it.
Yeah, it's got a little ass on it.
But it's not too much.
No,
not
it's
overpowering.
just enough.
Yeah.
No, you were saying get a jalapeno and a pickle.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
a
a
what?
pickle. That's the best way to do it.
Mikey, what was it?
What?
A jalapeno?
Jalapeno and a pickle. A jalapeno.
You get the good sweetness from the bread and butter, and then a little follow up with some spice from the jalapeno. They're awesome on the top of a burger. You do deviled eggs. They're great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I did you guys' deviled eggs out of the
Oh, the cookbook?
Yeah, out of the
How was
cookbook.
that?
It was amazing.
That's actually my mom's recipe.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
was so
exceptional.
good.
That's
That is
exceptional.
really good.
That is exceptional, man.
Thank you.
Dude.
Yeah, no, I can eat a whole entire jar of that in a sitting.
Yeah,
just by
those are
themselves.
awesome.
Like, they're good.
Yeah, Jazz, that won't fuck you up.
Yeah.
That's just.
Oh, I'm gonna eat the pickle.
That's delicious, man.
About $1 for every time I heard that.
You'd have to make change.
Yeah, no, I mean, our
know
big
money.
stuff that we can't talk about right now is
Yeah.
still in the works. And then, I mean, we've launched over 500 retail locations that carry us, and we got a whole lot more that's currently waiting on inventory due to
Nice.
shortages and all
Nice.
that kind of fun stuff.
So
So,
you guys
yeah.
having issues with supply chain shit?
Yeah.
Is it the plastic?
It depends on the week, honestly. I mean, one day it'll be the the plastic
There's a
caps,
plastic.
bottles.
There's a plastics shortage.
Yeah, well, no, for the longest time.
That's gonna fuck you too.
No, this kind of plastic.
Oh,
Yeah, like Black Friday time frame, like we couldn't get labels.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
this-
Yeah, so like we ended up having to go through 3 different label suppliers to be able to get it in time because most were like on a 6 to 9 week back order.
I got a guy.
Okay.
I do.
Yeah, I had to
I
go through quite a few guys to be able to get our orders
I
out.
sent an email, and 4 days later, we had them in hand.
Yeah, that's yeah, that's what we need.
that's
I got you.
That's a good guy.
Yeah.
That's a good
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah. you'll
Fuck,
like
I might
her,
need
Graham.
that guy.
Yeah, Jazz,
But
you
it's
got
only
some,
bulk, so-
you got shit coming up,
I'm fine
man.
with that.
I do.
Yeah.
About a month or so, we'll be good to go.
Yeah, you want to talk about it or
Well,
not
we
yet?
can. I just don't know if anybody actually cares.
I
Fuck
do.
it, dude. We care.
Well, I'll take a break, but go ahead.
That was good. That was good.
No, my store should be opening here in about a month or so. So
Store/pub.
store/pub.
Yeah,
should be
so
opening
Battle
about-
Pub Games.
Yeah,
It's going to be at Rolling Oaks Mall here in San Antonio.
yeah.
Here in about a month and a half, it'll be open. It'll be rocking. And yeah.
Well, it's sizable. It's been a project.
What's
Yeah.
like full details? Like what's going to be going down there?
So it's gonna be board game, card game, tabletop warfare, all that kind of stuff. There's
Okay.
also gonna be a beer pub on site.
Nice. We
So-
need to get you some of our lime beer salt.
Oh yeah, that'd be fucking awesome.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
We have some
No, I'd love to do that.
other new stuff for drinks that'll be coming soon.
Well, yeah, let's talk.
Yeah.
Let's talk.
But I mean, right now we have like our smoked salts. Like if
All
you
that
ever
stuff
do
would be
like
great.
margaritas, Bloody Marys,
So I'm not
anything
doing
like that,
hard
it's great.
liquor.
No, but you can do that rice wine booze.
Yeah.
That'll be
Yeah,
covered.
I can do malted beverage.
Yeah, well,
So-
like
Colt 45s.
Old English.
Tuesday. That's all you need.
But yeah, so we'll be opening. It's and then the website and everything's going live too. But we should be open in about a month.
I bet you could do some hard as fuck seltzers.
I'd love to talk
That
to those
is
guys.
true.
Actually,
I could make that happen. I'm
yeah,
sure.
I'd love to. So I can do that kind of stuff. I just can't do. I think it's anything above 18%. I think is my cutoff as
Well, that's only 8.
with
You're
my
good to
license. So
Yeah. Well, I mean, a lot
Um,
of the I've seen a lot of the gas stations buy it in like cut down versions and sell it like that now for like actual liquors and stuff. So
yeah, I think I can do that kind of stuff. And then like, what's that brand they just advertised on the Super Bowl? Like Cutwater or whatever it is. It's
Yeah.
the cocktail in a can.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think I can actually get away with that stuff because.
it's canned.
Well, and by the time it goes into the can with everything else that's added in, the ABV, because it's alcohol by volume, so it's measuring the entire volume of
Yeah,
what's
so
in the
there's
can.
like a shot and a half in that
Right.
thing.
So,
like,
but when it's a 12-ounce can and there's only an ounce and a half of liquor, you're below the threshold.
Yeah.
So I
That
can
makes
serve
sense.
that kind of stuff. But I can't but I couldn't make that mojito because I would have a
Right.
bottle of rum that's
see, that's what I'm saying.
80
Though.
proof behind my bar.
They
Like, I
make
can't
that,
do that.
They make that rice wine based alcohol that is lower alcohol content.
Yeah.
Tastes like it. That's what like. It's fake fucking booze, but it's still alcohol content. That's what I used to have to. I worked at a beer and wine bar that we had to make like mojitos and margaritas and shit with that stuff. And it's a possibility. It's a lot more work.
Oh,
Yeah.
Cactus Jack. They make all that mojitos and
Yeah,
all this shit. And
True.
Those are decent.
So we look at that kind of stuff. The only thing that I wish I could do in there, and if I was a standalone building, I probably would have done it anyways, but I would have liked to have been able to do cigars in there. But
yeah.
being inside the mall, they're not going to let me.
Yeah.
I asked.
You could probably retail them, but you probably couldn't smoke them there.
Yeah, I could get the license to retail,
Yeah.
but if it wasn't part of kind of the social, and that's the
Yeah.
whole thing, and the biggest model that I'm building was to essentially build a social spot for the hobbies and stuff that I'm into, but
yeah.
gives you a reason to go hang out instead of,
I like how eloquently he puts it.
What?
I'm building a social spot for people to hang out at.
That's what it is.
It's a fucking nerd store.
yeah. It's 100% what it is. I mean, it's a,
Have you seen them all lately?
No,
It's
actually,
all
I
nerd
haven't.
stores, bro.
yeah,
no, dude.
and it's not just my mall. It's almost every mall has now transitioned over to nerd stores.
Yeah,
Like,
dude.
it's-
Like I went over there. I helped Jazz the other day. Like, well, you guys know we picked up you guys' trailer to like go move some stuff, and we went and picked up like some shit at Home Depot and went over there to drop it off. And we went and grab food. Good old because mall Chinese food still holds up, man.
Right.
Like, like, that shit's still awesome. And you want to talk about portions?
yeah,
holy-
they didn't fuck around.
Holy fuck, man! It's because they get like 10 people all day, so they're like, gotta get rid of it. Like, fuck it, you know?
Well, I'm
like,
pretty sure mall fried rice is a lot like a fucking sourdough starter.
right?
They don't ever actually like dump that out and make a new
They just
batch.
keep
They just keep
adding more.
adding to it and like turning it over. So it's
Yeah.
just like a
Yeah.
I mean, old fried rice is the best way to do it.
100%.
Yeah.
But like literally, you still got all your staples. Like there's Spencer's is always in there, and fucking Claire's and
Dillard's and
shit
Yeah.
like
all
that.
that,
Sure. Actually, I think the Dillard's here's closed.
No, the Dillard's is there.
The Dillard's
The
is there?
Macy's is gone.
The Macy's is gone. That's right.
And then the Sears is gone, but that's,
Sears is just owned by.
it has
fucking,
nothing to do with the mall. That's
Yeah.
Sears is just gone.
I don't even know
Yeah.
how Sears is still around.
It's not.
They're totally done
Yeah.
Yeah.
because I know
Sears
they
is
went to
gone.
online model a few years ago, and then
Yeah,
that,
Sears
that
is
shit
gone. They
tanked.
sold Craftsman.
Yeah.
So
yeah, Ace,
most-
Ace
of
took
Lowe's.
Craftsman over.
But
Ace and Lowe's.
Yeah.
now
Most
carry
of
Craftsman.
all of the Sears stores are owned by Amazon now.
Yeah.
And they do fulfillment
Yeah,
centers.
so
out of
Yep.
that's the same way in my mall. So they walled it off. So like there's not even like mall side access to it,
Right.
but it's just an Amazon fulfillment center now.
But Jazz and I were walking around, and we even seen. We saw some people. The people watching it still holds up at the mall, like skinny jeans, mohawk, not so skinny person.
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
it was.
The
And I
biggest
was
thing
like,
I would-
bro, you know you're gonna have to deal with these fucking chuds, right? He's like, oh yeah.
Well, my biggest goal was I know a lot of people that are into the same hobbies and stuff that I'm into, but most of the retail that's out there for it is far more geared towards it's a really lonely gamer that was like, if I open a store, people will play with me. And so it still feels like you're just walking into their basement to go buy these games and stuff. So that's why so much of it went online.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, fuck it. I'm actually going to approach this from like a true business model. But I want it to be somewhere where I would go hang out. And so that's the whole goal. And now as people just in my community are figuring out that I'm coming, it's turning into like all right, when you open in, like, is there going to be a membership fee? Is there going to be this, that, and the other? So we're already getting good feedback.
Is there going to be any kind of fees associated or anything like that?
No, I'm not. I don't like charging. So every single one of these stores that I've ever seen that charges for play space, what I've always seen is they have a very large play space and nobody in it.
Yeah.
Because it starts turning into, so you want me to pay you $10 a day to use your table when I already own a table? Like, why would I? It's like, yeah, but if I don't charge them and they can come and play, then they're buying my beer and they're buying the product from my store. If I can turn it into a one-stop shop where it's like, I can get my stuff here, I can play here, and I can have my drinks here. Then,
I can hang out. I can, you know.
yeah. So that was the whole goal, was to actually turn it into something that was full service instead of trying to nickel and dime these gamers to death. The games are already expensive enough.
I know you got Battle Pub games already like picked out and everything.
Yep.
Can I float another name?
What do you got?
Nerds are people too.
I'll just make the t-shirt.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that.
Are you
Let's
going to
make
do
a
like
t-shirt.
LAN parties like back in the day?
No. So this is all,
That'd be dope.
it's
You
all,
should.
Board game style shit?
Just
what's funny is
Halo.
now it's actually referred to as you have like the LAN, like the digital side of gaming, and the side that I'm into is actually referred to as as analog gaming. So
Okay.
It's
You should do Halo though. Just old school fucking.
so I actually I
PS1s.
own a 12-foot projector screen, and I actually thought about putting a projector in, so I was like, because they still have the old RCA inputs and shit like that.
just eight 32-inch TVs.
What I wanted to
in a-
do is
in a
on the
big fucking
projector is I
circle.
wanted to hook up an original Xbox just to run split screen Halo 2
Fuck
Hell
yeah, dude.
Yeah.
on that and just be like, it's the
I
only
have
video
one.
game I've got.
I have one.
Yeah, an old Xbox.
Yeah.
Because you know the biggest problem with those old
I
systems
have a
is that
360.
is the new TVs
Yeah.
won't read them.
Yeah.
Like new flat panels. Like if you go get like a Nintendo 64, you either have to go get this crazy conversion box
Yeah.
that creates
Yep.
a digital signal,
That's why
or
I
you
can't
have
play
to go.
that's why I can't play my Sega
Yeah.
Genesis,
Or
man.
same with us. We have a
Yeah.
Sega that we can't play, or you have to go buy an old TV.
Yep.
And I'm like,
And buying old TVs is harder than you fucking think because
No
so many
shit.
people just throw them the fuck away now.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Like, you can't find a tube TV to save your fucking life.
yeah.
Like-
So,
For reasons.
but
Well, yeah.
but a lot of the projectors still have just like straight up RCA hookups on the back of them, so you can still like plug in your Xbox. And
I remember when I lived in Arizona, I used to have a 65-inch tube TV, one of those big fuckers that's like 3 feet
a big
deep.
projector
Yeah,
one.
and it's like fucking 6 feet high.
Dude,
It died.
Guitar Hero on a projector in your store.
Yes.
It'd be dope.
Good luck trying to find Guitar Hero.
No
I got it.
Guitars.
I got it. Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I have the full
PlayStation
setup.
2, homie.
Yeah, if I guess to.
If you need that, I got it.
I fucking loved Guitar Hero.
Fuck yeah, dude.
That was a
That's like
great
2 of
fucking
my
game.
deployments. That sums them up.
Then they tried to bring it back and made it all complicated and shit.
Well,
Like
they
the
brought-
guitar had 3 like you actually had to play it like a 6-string, and I was like, fuck this.
They brought in fucking Rock Band.
Rock
And it-
Band was dope though.
It was
you guys
cool.
It had
get
the
me
better
in trouble
guitar.
because I threw Michelle's rock band away.
Oh,
Rock
what's
Band was
wrong
dope.
with you?
Not because I cared about the drums or any of that kind of shit, but it was the better guitar, and it worked on Guitar Hero.
Yeah.
So you could buy the Rock Band guitar and then play it on Guitar Hero.
Yep. Yeah.
I was still in high school during that.
Yeah, you're a
Just to
child.
date you.
Oh, bro, I just hit 40. I'm old as fuck, man. Like,
Yeah, that made me feel old.
yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's like 2 trips to Okinawa. All we did was fucking play Whittly Wah all day, man. That's what we call it. What are you doing? Whittly Wah? Fuck yeah, let's go. Let's go Whittly Wah.
We actually put a PS2 in my glove box in my truck, and I had the little screen that would come out and then flip up.
Yeah.
And we played Guitar Hero,
Do you
like
have
waiting on
the
school to
PS2
start.
Mini?
Yeah.
That little tiny one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
put it all
So many
inside the
people
glove
did that
box,
shit,
and then
yeah.
you just bust out the guitar and sit in the truck and play while you're waiting on school to start.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Wow. I didn't even have heat in my car when I went to fucking high school.
Right.
Back in my day.
This motherfucker had a PlayStation and shit.
You had the little hand crank on the front grill, start it up.
No, that's
No.
his. That's his.
Still a key. That's-
That's his days. I had a smoking area at my high school.
Yeah, we did not.
Yeah, we had a smoking area. We had a nursery.
Oh,
we did have a prego class.
Yeah, dude, you could take one of my electives was nursery. You go in there and play with kids for an hour, and you got credit for it. That was
Did
one of
you
my-
do that?
wait. How old are these kids?
Like babies,
Like they had to be.
like teen pregnancies. I'm fucking real
Yeah,
thing, man.
yeah. No, I know, but you said go play with the kids. Like that
Yeah, you go in there and hang out with kids.
in my mind is like 3 or 4 year olds that are running around.
Some of them. I think the oldest was like 2 or 3. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, but that's a chick that got knocked up freshman year and is still in high school.
Yeah.
Now she's a senior.
Or she dropped out and came back or something.
Yeah.
Like,
After
yeah.
traveling and hanging out with you a lot, that's scary. The fact that you handled those babies.
I mean, I am a father, bro.
Still.
Yeah, it's a hell of a concept that like your kid could be old enough to remember your high school graduation. Like that's
right? It's like,
wow.
Yeah. You got to think though. Nowadays, like they're probably best friends. Mom's like 15 years older than him. He's fine.
Some of those moms have a tighter gap with their kids than I have with my
guarantee
little
you-
brother.
I
Like,
guarantee you, Dad's gone.
Oh, 100%.
yeah, because I'm 13 years older than Justin,
Yeah,
so that's like the same math.
yeah. Essentially,
Terrifying.
yeah.
Yeah.
I used to give Justin shit all the time that I was old enough to be his dad. Because the year he was born, I was definitely fucking. So, yeah.
So was I.
But
God, thank God. None of y'all are my father.
Yeah.
So about that.
if your mother wasn't a good lady,
I think we would all be fun dads.
Mike is a great dad.
yeah,
Yeah. I mean,
Scott's-
I don't have one, so
Scott's
he's all right.
Scott's all right.
it happens.
He's got one kid I really like.
You don't have one that you know.
I do
of.
have two
That I
favorite.
know
I
of.
do have two favorite ones though.
the
Preferentials.
grandbabies.
No, the
the
two
one-
that already left the house.
John nailed it. The two that are grown ass adults now.
Yeah, whoever said that like parents don't have favorites, that's fucking.
That's a fucking liar.
That's a person
Yeah.
who doesn't have children. Like, don't get me wrong. My favorite switches. Like, it switches. Like, some days, JMO's my guy. And other days, I wouldn't be mad if he walked into traffic. You know, it's like, fuck, man. Like, and then other days, John is like the coolest fucking dude alive. And then other days, I'm like, I just want to fucking hit you in the suck hole.
So you-
like, yeah.
You lost out on like the best dad threat there is, though.
What?
Where it's the whole like, fucking, I could get rid of you and make another one just like you because
Yeah, I wouldn't get snipped.
you can't.
Yeah,
They don't know that.
That's true.
that's true. I don't have to tell him that.
Your kids also would give a fuck.
That's true. Like, hit me, bitch. Fuck. Like, yeah.
I'll tell mom.
Yeah.
And you got to be careful because those kids get tall quick.
Oh, why do you think I lift weights still?
Yeah.
I have to fight those motherfuckers one of these days.
Because
man.
when those motherfuckers start filling out instead of just going up,
it's dude, John's starting to fucking thicken up, dude. I'm like, fuck, this kid's gonna be a hoss. I'm like, oh, and JMO,
it beat you to death with a dick.
dude. No, it's John.
Yeah. Well,
John is fucking hung like bull.
that's ridiculous.
JMO's Irish. He's mine.
Yeah. The first one's a,
Dude, what
I can't wait like
When he
15
first-
years from now.
when he
your
first
boys are
came
gonna be
out, I was
"Dad,
like-
didn't you used to do a podcast?" You're like, don't fucking listen to it.
No, when John first came out, I looked at him. I was like, "Do you need to tell me something, Haley? Because fuck." I was like, "What is this?"
that kid's got 3 legs.
Like,
fucking
what the
ridiculous.
fuck? Kid had an APGAR score of holy shit. Even the nurse was like, "He's healthy. He's healthy." I remember his fucking his sonogram or his fucking ultrasound was like, they were like, "Oh, that's a boy." I was like, "What does that mean?" They're like, "That's a good boy." I was like, "God damn. Seriously? Shit. All right." Jameson, they were like, I think it's a boy. Yeah, it's well. Yeah, pretty sure.
Could be a boy. Could be an abnormally large clit.
Yeah. Maybe you got a Hermie.
Have you talked about the Florida experience at the bar next to the hotel?
I think we've mentioned it a little bit. I mentioned about Rich's fucking gorgeous singing voice,
Yes.
which blew my mind. Are you talking about the fucking?
I'm talking about the video that I woke up to of you in the bathroom.
Uh-oh.
Well, I mean,
Do tell.
there's a sink in the bathroom, as you do, but there was a sign that says "Sinks broke. Use wash tub."
Like with the R?
Yeah.
Yes. 100%.
And there's a bowl in the fucking sink sitting there with soapy water in it. And I was like, no fucking way am I using this. All right? Like, I'm like, looks like I'm just not washing my hands tonight. I was like, what the fuck, man? It was something. So I was drunk and I definitely peed in the wash tub. And I sent him a video of it.
I was like, oh, what's a wash tub? I'm like, oh, there's Mikey's dick.
Yeah, my camera angle wasn't. I didn't cut it. I didn't crop it well.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
just wanna
not.
I
how
didn't
to use
do the trick you
wash
told me.
tub.
I didn't do the trick that you showed me there, Jazz. With the
This is what my camera sees.
How often do you think they switch out the water?
I don't know.
Once a night.
Maybe.
I don't know.
They
That's
just keep spraying more soap in it.
yeah,
Dude,
It's
I
like
don't
the
know.
fried rice.
yeah, exactly.
It was
Add some more soap, you're good to go. It
yeah,
kills
this-
bacteria,
This,
germs.
this place was seedy.
Classy joint.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
But Plaque is
Well,
greatest.
it's a good thing you
Yeah.
classed it up.
yeah, I did.
Yeah, that place looked like it got hit by a few hurricanes and never rebuilt.
Yeah, they were just like throw a tarp up there; it'll be fine.
Just
Yeah, it
adds
still
character.
had plywood over the windows. Like
It's a lot more efficient if you're just stay built for the
Yeah,
hurricane
we're
instead of
fucking ready.
prepping every time.
we don't need
Yeah.
to go to Home Depot. Come on.
Yeah.
You see the cost of plywood lately?
Funny enough, they actually share a parking lot with Home Depot too, because there's like that right there. It's like in the parking lot. They probably just go dumpster diving at Home Depot to pass their fucking windows, man.
Yeah, that's right. Because we were trying to cut through with the LMTV
Yeah,
or the deuce and a half.
The
sorry.
deuce and a half,
Sorry.
Yeah.
yeah. Fucking funny, man.
Did you take the brake off this time?
I wasn't driving.
Yeah, he wasn't. No, but we did end up in a ditch trying to do a U-turn for like 30 minutes after the water jump.
Oh yeah.
Sky Shark was driving.
Well, Dave
makes
Sky
sense.
Shark, who's a fucking great guy,
Not great driver.
not a great driver. Not a great driver. He's a good fucking dude, though.
We took out some good landscaping though.
Yeah, nice. He doesn't give a shit about those sort of things.
He had a trailer, and you could tell he hadn't driven with the trailer a lot.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Jazz had a fucking epitome the other day. He was like, "Oh yeah, I fucking forgot how to do this," and I was like, "We should have got John."
It's not that it's not. I'm not bad with a trailer,
That little trailer's
but
tough.
the little one's twitchy.
It's a
Like,
squirrely bitch.
Yeah.
it's so
If
like,
you have like my camper is way easier because it's got such a long.
Yeah.
You have to make
But
make movements with the trailer
that-
and the short wheelbase.
that little
Justin, get your redacted button ready. Redacted.
easy.
Because it's big.
but the,
It is easier, though.
The little white one is just it's super twitchy.
Yeah.
So like any wheel movement,
Yeah.
and it doesn't. It's really hard to predict what that thing's gonna do because you're like, all right,
By the time you see
do
it
this a little
moving, it's too late.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like a jet
Yeah,
ski. If you
it's-
think about turning, it is.
Yep.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, so you
So-
look in that direction, and you're like,
Yeah,
I'm
it's very
going,
easy
so
to
I'm going.
it's very easy to pull and all that kind of stuff, but
Yeah.
yeah, backing it up is
But I've seen John do some shit with the trailer that shouldn't have been able to be done.
I've seen Scott thread the needle with like
Yeah.
fucking huge trailers.
That's funny.
and just
The,
been
the
like,
other day, we were picking up stuff from the storage unit to bring it to the new shop. And we got all the stuff cleared out of the way. And there's maybe 3 inches of clearance on each side of the trailer to get it into the storage unit.
Yeah.
And we got everything moving. Scott and I are just standing there looking at it. And he's like, "You want me to do it?" I'm like, "I don't give a shit. Here's the keys." I'm like, "You fucked this up." So, but he got it.
What are we smoking on, boys? What do you got?
Oh, I got the old faithful 762 Garrison.
You like that Rosado?
Yeah,
Yeah. I am on one of your new ones.
yeah.
I'm on the 556 Field Lancero, which is pleasantly amazing.
Yeah,
I fucking
delicious.
enjoy this little guy so much, man. It's awesome. What about you, Murph? What you got?
762. Is that a Garrison?
No, it's a field.
You're in the field.
Yeah.
I'm
You
in the
get that-
field, yeah.
That
the
Sumatra
field has
action.
the tan bands. The Garrison has the shiny one.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Yeah, no, I'm a light guy on scars.
Yeah, me too. Me too. John, what do you
I
got?
had 50 field, medium body Maduro.
I like that one.
Delicious.
Yeah, I like that one too. Jazz, probably a silly question.
What's up?
What are you smoking on?
I'm actually smoking a Habano wrap cigar out of my personal collection that I showed
Oh.
up with.
Nice.
I started smoking it when I walked in, waiting for the show to start, but it was like a Churchill, so
So
the show started and I just kept smoking it. So,
Yeah.
but it's like a 10-year-old one out of my personal collection.
nice. How is it?
Very smooth, not near as much spice as I typically like in my cigar, but 10 years will mellow a cigar out quite a bit. So,
Yeah.
but you can probably guess what I'm going to when this is
Yeah. Yeah.
when this is over. So
Speaking of smoking, we have a collection of delicious seasonings sitting on the bar right now.
Mm,
Yep.
mm.
We do.
I already stole one.
Mm.
Me too.
Which one did you steal?
He got infidel.
I got the infidel pork. Right?
That on bacon is phenomenal.
Yeah, I think
Yes.
we're gonna. So, you remember Sweet Letitia?
Yeah.
So I was having a problem with Sweet Letitia when you go to
He
cook it.
named his bacons.
Yeah, I have different bacons, so I named them. But the problem I had with Sweet Letitia is that I was using a honey powder as my to get a sweet and spicy blend. So the rest of it all made sense, like garlic, red pepper flake, all that kind of stuff to add some heat. But then I wanted a sweet that wasn't sugary, but still sweet. So I was using honey powder. Well, the problem was that it was aging super well. And then as soon as it would hit the cook surface, it would instantly essentially blacken the outside of the bacon. And so although it tasted good, I didn't like the texture it was giving everything. So I want to try this to see if it's not good, if I can get a smoother caramelization on the outside instead of that instant black that the honey was causing. So
Yeah, you'll get smoother on that. And one of the things I recommend, you have a smoker, don't you? You were saying that earlier. Yeah. Smoke your bacon.
I do. So I do a 7-day cure, and then I go into a 6-hour smoke, and then a 24-hour rest.
No, I'm
and
talking
then a
about like
cut.
whenever you actually cook it. Like you
Oh,
cut it
yeah,
and
I've
go
done
to
the
cook it.
smoked bacon too.
Yeah, versus in a pan. So then it
Just
doesn't.
depends on the speed I'm operating at.
Oh yeah, 100%.
So-
Or what you do is season it on the side. Like once you've cooked one side and you go to flip, season the top side.
Yeah.
And you get enough heat from the grease and it cooking that it'll still caramelize and you'll get the
Nice.
actual good cook on it and you won't burn it.
Yeah, give that
That's
a
not a
shot.
bad idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do that a whole lot. But yeah, that
That's
infidel.
faster, too. You can do that on your freaking Blackstone.
Yeah.
I
Just
think it's
fucking.
glorious.
Yeah, I
Sprinkle
mean
the
that's
stuff
what I
on
do
top.
whenever it
Have
comes
you
to
seen?
breakfast time.
Did you see the new one?
No.
The indoor Blackstone?
What? I'm out to look.
The indoor Blackstone?
You can't tell John that shit, man. All right, he collects grills. You know that.
I don't have as many as Murph.
You
has,
should be
but
amazed I
have-
lasted this long, because when I found it, I almost called him. And was like, because before I got mine, I would find different Blackstones I liked. I would literally send
Yeah.
him messages where like, bro, this one has 3
Look at
air
this
fryers in
one.
it.
Yeah, see that one. That's crazy.
It's like the Blackstone and then a warming tray and then like 3 air fryers and shit. I was like, motherfucker, it's a whole damn kitchen.
Yeah, they get crazy with their shit.
But now they have
it's
this
good.
indoor one.
I haven't seen that yet.
And I'm like, we're one step away from where you're just gonna be able to buy a Blackstone as the drop in for your stovetop.
I'm
So
okay
like,
with that.
so like you have if I remember your kitchen correctly, you have an in-wall oven.
no.
And then you have whose house am I thinking of? It has the in-wall oven and then just the cook surface.
It's not mine.
no.
Can't remember who it was, but I was thinking about it and I was like, yeah, if you had like where you have like the
I would
separated
totally
cook surface.
trade out a cooktop for a fucking Blackstone. in my
100%.
house.
But that's the
all
thing
day.
is that this thing's indoor, right? So it's all electric. It's a Blackstone,
Yeah.
but it's an electric heating element instead of having to hook propane up to it.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, they are a step away from being able just to get, because I don't know if you've ever seen those standalone electric stovetops. They're only like this deep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And but you don't have an oven underneath.
Yeah.
You just have that, and it's like cabinets.
That's like the ones that you just see like when people have like island cooking.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and then the oven will be like in the wall, or they'll have
Yeah.
double ovens or whatever.
Sure.
I'm like, Blackstone's one step away from being like remodeling your kitchen. You could just put in a flat top, like instead of fucking different burners. And because it's electric, it was still triple zone, and you could control the temperature per zone.
Yeah.
So it was like,
I bet you
Motherfucker.
could just use the burners you have and drop a.
oh, I guarantee you could probably just hook it up.
There's places that sell just the metal tops to be able to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I have like one of those big, like double burner cast irons that it stretches over multiple burners and then heats the whole cast iron up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I loved until I got a Blackstone, and now I'm just like, no, I've got this big flat piece of metal I'm
Yeah, I'm
never
just
going to
gonna
use.
use this.
I've decided what I'm going to use it for is if I ever like when I do cook for a bunch of people, it's just going to become a multi-patty press. I'm just
Right.
going to take that bitch and just like be like, I'm going to press all 8 of these burgers at the same goddamn time.
Smash burger all day, man.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Fucking I'm into that.
Well, Murph, walk us through what you got.
Yeah, man.
Give us
I just grabbed some random shit while I was at the house earlier.
I'm stealing some of the salt too.
I,
just-
I stole my favorite.
Yeah.
Oh, Crispy's mango habanero.
That's mango habanero.
I fucking love this shit.
That I put that on eggs.
I put this on anything.
Yeah.
I'll put this on cereal. I don't give a fuck.
Right.
Yeah.
Careful,
so
you're almost
good.
hitting copyright infringement.
I
that is
actually
great.
I actually put it on popcorn the other night.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I could see that.
Yeah,
and
buddy.
I don't
That's
have
a
any here.
solid plan.
Our Cannibal all-purpose seasoning is actually great on popcorn.
Yeah.
While we were in
Nice.
Vegas at the show that James and myself got a little carried away with gummies at, and we didn't meet you while we were in
Right, right.
Vegas.
It happens
Yeah,
sometimes,
we were
man.
doing that because one of the vendors across from us at where we were selling at in the gift market was actually serving popcorn. And it was like, hey, put this on it, and then all of a sudden, every single day, everyone would go get popcorn from them, and then margaritas from us.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
A shot show?
No, it's the home and gift market
Oh,
that was
okay.
going on in Vegas.
It's like SHOT Show, but
Yeah.
for different industry.
Yeah, it's nowhere near. I mean, it is SHOT
It's
Show.
a trade show,
Nothing
but it's not.
like
It's a
SHOT
trade
Show.
show,
but
but
SHOT
like,
Show's scale is
yeah,
Sure.
there's
bonkers.
no parties or anything like that. It's
Right.
just, it's pretty boring to be honest.
Nice.
But we have gunpowder, which is
Another
our
phenomenal one. Yeah.
bestseller.
Looks
Obviously,
phenomenal.
we
So
have-
now this has got activated charcoal in it.
yes,
And it's great for steak and brisket, right? Is what it was developed for.
yeah, but it's literally great on everything.
I've been using this on burgers.
Yep.
Okay.
Motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's so good, dude. Like, yeah.
Yeah, we have a bunch of recipes for that. I mean, I honestly didn't have a whole lot at the house, so we don't have all the flavors. I think we have 12 different flavors now.
Yeah.
I don't know. We have a lot, and we have a lot more in the lineup coming soon. Salt and pepper. It's just straight salt and pepper. Texas brisket style. It's a 16 course ground black pepper, kosher salt, the perfect ratio, so you don't have to measure all the shit out and
Yeah.
figure out what everybody's doing,
I'm
like
gonna give that a
Franklin's and all
shot.
that.
I have a GSP that I like a lot. That's
Yeah.
just it's garlic, salt, and pepper. Like,
Yeah,
it's
we have that, except we moved the letters around and made PSG.
nice.
So it's platoon sergeant. I did not bring any of that because that is actually one of the things causing our supply chain
But I
issues.
think-
So,
I don't think there's anything I've cooked where I haven't used that.
but I mean, that's pretty much it. I mean, the good stuff.
Then you got infidel pork rub that he
Is-
snatched.
Yeah, I
the
want to talk
infidel-
about the salt because this is
Yeah.
actually what I'm most curious about.
Yeah, this is new, yeah?
It's fairly
Newish.
yeah, I mean, the whiskey smoked sea salt we've had for about 2 years. The other ones are fairly new. The whiskey smoked sea salt, this was our first smoked sea salt. And it took about 6 months to craft the recipe. And literally, just twist off the top, it's sealed for your protection. And just smell it. And normally what we do at trade shows is like smell
on
it,
it.
and if you say, oh wow, you have to buy it.
Fuck, that smells good as fuck, dude.
But now you don't have to buy it.
Yeah. But not only do you get the actual aroma from it, you actually get the taste. So it's really great if you don't have a smoker, or if you're using it as a finishing salt on a steak.
Yeah,
you
because
could
it's
use it
coarse
for-
enough that you could actually do.
Yeah.
Oh
Because
yeah.
I'm big on the reverse sear steak method.
Oh yeah.
So all of that, and then I'll do the short rest, and then I cut on the bias, and then I'll do finishing salt over the top of the steak.
Yeah, no,
so it's
take-
pre-cut, and that's definitely coarse enough for a finishing salt.
Oh
so.
yeah. No, take one of those bottles home. But I
Hell
mean,
yeah.
you literally just replace your normal salt with that. We have 2 other flavors. The whiskey is the most popular. It's been out the longest. We have a black cherry. It doesn't have actual cherry in it. A lot of people think that black cherry is actual wood. It's very gourmet style wood. A lot of chefs use it. So it's a little bit of, it's the lightest end of the smoke. So if you're looking for something a little bit,
Is that alderwood? Let me see the alderwood.
yeah, the alderwood's actually going to be the strongest. This is my favorite out of the 3. It's going to be the most bold, robust actual smoke to it. It's really good, but yeah, I mean, it took for the whiskey 6 months to get the actual recipe down. And then during the process, I learned how to make everybody else's smoked salt and where they fucked
Put
up
that
at
on
popcorn.
before that.
Nice.
Fuck you, dude.
Yeah, that's really good.
And yeah, I mean, take a pinch and put it on your tongue, and like you can actually taste the smoke to it. And it's a super long process, hence why they are more expensive than the seasonings. But I mean, it's just salt, so it's going to last you a long ass time.
Yeah, and if you haven't ever used like a finishing salt or a true like coarse salt,
That's awesome, dude.
it doesn't take a lot for
No.
it to get the job done. Like you
Yeah.
can fuck around and try and use coarse salt like this, like your regular salt, and it's not edible. Like it,
Yeah.
No, not at all.
you hit the point of just like, yeah, okay, this
but-
is ruined.
And you can get like super creative. Like the whiskey smoked sea salt, I'll actually use whenever I'm making my simple syrup for
Yeah,
old
that's way more
fashions.
subtle.
Okay.
You know, old fashions. Well,
This is crazy.
Well, I try.
yeah.
You tried to.
But I mean, it gives you just that hint of smokiness to it. Like I said, at the trade shows, we always do margaritas with it. They're absolutely great. And then hopefully here in the future, we're working with a couple different products right now to where we're going to have some
Yeah, I wanna
different
talk to you about
flavored
this beer
smoked sea
salt.
salts. But yeah, I mean, we have a lime beer salt. I did not bring any because that's another one of the things that's causing supply chain
We'll
issue.
talk after the episode.
So, but yeah, we have the lime beer salt. We do have some in stock on the website right now, but it
Well,
comes
'cause
in
my
a 4-ounce
place-
container. And
For my
it's good.
support materials, I'm trying to work with other veteran companies if I can,
Oh yeah.
because the store is going to be veteran owned and operated. But like, I'm trying to talk to. There's several breweries out there that are veteran run and stuff like that, and I'd prefer to kind of keep it, for lack of a better term, keep it in the family if I can, instead of
Sure.
Yeah,
you
no,
just
I mean,
ordering some giant brand that I'm just a number to.
yeah, we can get you set up on all that kind of stuff.
Rock on.
And the cool thing with the lime beer salt is actually 10% of every bottle goes back to Chive Charities directly.
Rock 'em.
Nice.
I can get
So,
behind that.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm sure my customer base can too. So
yeah,
Okay.
Tribe Charities is great. You know, we did a huge donation to him last year. We were able to affect 93 different veterans' lives with that donation. So super cool on that. And then this year we're actually we're still working with Tribe Charities, but we're also bringing on the Independence Fund. So
Oh, nice.
in a couple different ways, our goal, we're going to be donating 2 track chairs this year to the Independence Fund. So they have a mobility program to where they go and find a veteran who is immobile and they need a way to get around. So that track chair allows them to hunt, fish, be able to be outdoors
man,
again.
I think a lot of that gets overlooked. It's one of the things that like there's a lot of really good charities out there
Yeah.
that do great work.
Well, you know, like when you find a gap that needs to be filled,
You're right.
giggity. And then, but that's one thing that veterans and people who give a shit about veteran issues are really good at doing.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like they find those gaps, that small little fucking niche of individuals that genuinely need help. And they're like, fuck it, let's do it. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
And it's one of the things that stood out to me. And there's some great ones. Like I'm a big fan of Canon. Like
Cannon Recovery House.
I think they do great work.
Yeah. I sit on the board of that nonprofit. It's great.
There's a lot out there that do great work, but one of the things that bug me is a lot of the mobility stuff and some of the compliance issues and stuff are out there for people that are wheelchair bound and what they're restricted from. And it's like you don't realize just how limited a lot of that stuff can get if retail isn't set up to be able to traffic around it and all that kind of stuff. And even in my hobby, I know quite a few mobility restricted veterans and stuff like that are wheelchair bound and stuff like that.
Sure.
And it's like wargaming, almost all the tables are set at bar height.
Yeah.
They're set at 36 inches tall. Well, if you're in a chair, that makes that tabletop rather fucking hard to use.
Yeah.
So like even with ours, we're going to have a dedicated table that's at standard height. We'll maintain a 48-inch circle all the way around it so it can be fully mobile. Everything in the pub area we're not going pub height on all of it. Because one thing I don't like is I don't like having that one special table in a bar that's lower than everything else. That's like, oh yeah, you can go
to the kids' table, bitch.
You can go over
Yeah,
there.
exactly.
I hate that shit. And
Yeah.
it's like, you know, it's little things like that. Like
No, and
just
that's why we
unlocking
picked
the
Independence
capability
Fund.
that it's like, it's a small thing, but you'd be amazed. It's like, there's a lot of people out there like, if you want to talk about your feelings, we can talk about your feelings. And it's like, but how would you like to actually participate?
Yeah,
Like,
and that's
we can
like-
actually fix that for you too.
They have multiple things, and like with the mobility program, they actually do direct with cigar
I
break.
forgot what I
I
wanted
feel like
to
we have a
smoke.
who's on first situation going on over here. It's like
But they
It's like,
actually
is he stealing second? What's going on right now?
they take the veteran and they say, hey, what's your exact needs and what do you need? And they build that actual track chair for that veteran. It's not just here's a track chair pre-made in a box, have fun.
those chairs are dope.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
super dope.
Like someday I'll probably need one down the line.
Not far off. But
right.
they also do like Operation Resiliency. And on Thursday, I'm actually flying to Franklin, Tennessee, and they're taking, I think that's up to 42 guys that were all deployed overseas 18 years together, and they're bringing them back together and doing a 5-day retreat.
Nice.
So we'll be there for the welcome dinner on Thursday. We have them a bunch of nice little care packages to grill your ass off. And then Sunday, I'm actually doing an entrepreneurship class with them.
That's awesome.
How many guys are going to be there? You said 18?
I think 42.
42?
Yeah.
I'll send some cigars for you to bring down there with me.
Okay. Yeah.
That's
we'll,
awesome.
we'll chat after this. I
Yeah.
can put you in point in contact with all them. But I mean, they're an actual like great operation. I know. I think Friday night they're taking the guys out to do axe throwing. They have a bunch of different events going on. They're taking the guys to go see the museum on Fort Campbell, but they're doing like mental health stuff for them. They're going out to Johnny Castor's ranch for like a brotherhood bonfire
Nice.
Saturday night. So they have a lot of really cool things going on there. So I'm grateful that we're able to actually give back with them, and then
Yeah.
they actually want to work with us. So
Yeah, that's cool.
That's
and,
dope, dude.
yeah, Sunday they have a mental health doctor going on right before me, and then I get to talk to him after that. So
Fucking, that's an easy act to follow, bro.
yeah, right. Well, now that we
Jesus.
know we're all fucked in the head, let's talk about business.
Well, they did you a favor there. Fuck.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, would you be willing to talk about this? Yeah, sure. Who's talking before me? I'm a mental health doctor.
So, as you know, John actually is who turned me on to Grill Your Ass Off. And then this because
I
before
did not know that.
before I met you.
Thank you, by the way.
You're welcome.
Yeah, before I met you, he had he was like, dude, this shit is fucking great.
Well, that's
Da, da,
how
da,
we
like,
all found out about it. Because all of a sudden he came in one day and was like, dude, I found this guy on
he
Instagram.
put
I started watching some of his
like,
shit. And
because you remember you had all of his stuff on the bar when we had the bar in
Yep.
here.
Yeah.
And that's
trying
how
to
it all
remember-
started.
Fuck.
we had it. You had ordered.
I
You had
think-
found them. You ordered it, and you put it all in the bar. And we talked about it several times. And I think it was in the attempt to actually try and get your attention.
No,
Yeah.
I think we met. Fuck, when did we meet?
I don't know.
I think I
Was it
eventually
a shot show?
I eventually met you at Burbis.
I think it was a Burbiz.
Yeah.
I know you told me you found him on like Instagram
Well,
That's
I
right.
think that
because
we
you were looking
met
for Traeger recipes.
whenever we first rented out the House of Blues in Vegas. Whenever it wasn't Burbiz or anything
No,
like that.
that was Chris. You met my other partner.
Okay, Chris.
Yeah, yeah.
So then I guess we met right after that.
Who was in the donkey costume?
That was James.
James gave me a piggyback ride at Burbis.
That
and
was
that's-
right before his heart issues.
That's when
That's
I
the
met.
first.
Makes sense.
That makes a lot of sense. Yeah,
That's when I met-
that's when we met.
Yeah,
I met
that's
you
when
the
I
first
met
time.
you. Was Burbis San Antonio with the donkey costume?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
rolled in 3 deep, and I was like, all right, yeah, we're going to be able to knock this shit out. And then Jeremy got drunk in about 45 minutes, and then James was in the donkey outfit, and he got, like, they had no water there.
It was all
And
booze.
all of the
Yeah.
drink stations were spiked. So every time he was trying to go get a drink to, like, rehydrate, because that donkey outfit's hot as shit.
Yeah.
He would literally go and get a drink, not knowing that this lemonade has vodka inside of it. So
Yes.
both of them are shit faced.
I knew he had to be hammered to be like, I'll give you a ride. And I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
all right.
Yeah, because we were standing together, and all of a sudden he came over, and we were like, and you had already ordered some, so we'd heard about you, and it was like, oh, grill your ass off. Yeah, we were talking about it. And he was like, you want to try some of it? We were like, sure. And he was like, all right, get on. And he picks Mikey up, and I'm walking behind him. We're just going like, okay. And I'm like,
There's footage of it somewhere because
Yeah,
Jack
somewhere.
Mandeville was fucking interviewing somebody, and in the
Yeah.
background you see me run by like, woo, on top of
Yeah.
fucking James.
We have one of the
There's Jazz
Burbiz
walking
guys
behind
humping
him.
James.
Yeah. Yeah.
and then we could, yeah, and that's when we met you. But before that,
I'm trying
you
to
were
remember.
looking for Traeger recipes, found you on Instagram talking about ways to cook.
I feel like I've known
You
you for
ordered
years,
the-
though. Like,
Yeah.
You ordered the kit.
I mean, it has been a while.
It's been
Yeah.
Well, just that Burbiz was
fucking 3 years ago,
2019.
bro.
Yeah.
so. I mean, it's still been a
Pre-COVID.
minute. Yeah.
Fuck.
But I think we knew
Before the
about it when we
plague.
were in Nebraska at the gun shop.
I think so. I
I
can't
don't
remember.
know.
But
I
know
remember you
ordered
ordering the
some-
5-pack.
Before we like physically actually met you, I ordered a bunch. And then I remember I sent a message to Grill Your Ass Off's Instagram looking for a beef jerky recipe so I can make a bunch of deer jerky. And I don't know if it was you or somebody else.
I actually remember that. Yeah, that
Yeah.
was me. And I'm like, this fucking guy, I sell beef jerky. Fuck off. I'm not giving you a recipe.
But so he gave me essentially, he's like, this is the base for it. And then you do kind of whatever you want. And then I made that jerky that we took in a golf tournament that was, probably 30 pounds of jerky. It was gone in like 20 minutes. And then still to this day, I have guys that are like, hey, you got any more of that jerky? I'm like, bro, like that's 3 years ago. And it's fucking one deer.
Yeah, because I remember the old set.
But
Your old bar.
Because I remember
when it was
I
sitting
got them
here,
all.
They
and
were
I-
lined up on the end of the bar for like.
I got them all and I cooked a whole bunch of shit with each one.
Yep.
And then I brought them in. I'm like, everybody needs to buy these. These are amazing.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's the first time that I had smoked chicken wings.
Yeah.
Because I'd never had smoked chicken
Oh,
wings.
yeah.
But
Your
you did.
fucking
You did
wings.
grill your ass
And that
off
was-
smoked chicken wings for
and that-
Michelle's birthday.
Those were fucking amazing,
Yeah.
man.
And that's with the
The
Yeah,
Chili
your shit has
Yeah,
your shit has
the
made
Willie
the
Pete
rounds.
chicken.
It's
in
Willie
here.
Pete's, and it was half Willie Pete's and half
That-
mango habanero.
That's like,
And then
like I have two favorites of yours that you make, and it's the mango habanero and it's the Willie Pete. Like you put that shit on chicken.
the
Fuck.
direct from Grill Your Ass Off, the key to mango habanero is you have to caramelize it. You have to get it a little burnt. And so when we had the wings, I left them on. I put them on the smoke. I leave them on there for like 45 minutes to an hour, and it caramelizes everything on the outside. And so even without sauce, they're fucking phenomenal.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, that's one of the reasons why I love that so much is just doing a dry wing like that. It's so fucking good.
Well, like, and then I was telling John and I we were talking about ribs the other day, which I'm going to use your method. I want to try it.
It's such a cheater method, though. It really is.
I want to hear this.
So I'll give away my trade secret here. Because I still, to this day, have people like, those are the best wings I ever had in my life. And I'm like, yeah, thanks. So you get a rack of ribs. You cut them up in like 2 or 3, rib sections. And you coat them with Lowry seasoning salt. the only reason I did it this way is because I didn't know any better. I started doing
Murph
it
looks like
15,
he's gonna
20
hit
years
you
ago.
right
I know,
now.
right? That's why I said this doesn't count.
First move.
People are
I
gonna be
literally
mad.
just
Come
watched
on.
his whole
So-
jaw shift to one side. He looks so mad for a
Lean
second.
more toward it up.
He's
This way.
It's like, oh,
Look
it's
over
okay.
here. If he misses, I'm gonna die. Like,
I'm going to take this banana.
Right? So you coat the whole thing with Lowry seasoning salt, and then you boil it in Pepsi for like 3 hours. And then you literally, when it's done because you grab a bone and it almost completely comes out. It gets away all the fat and everything's super tender. And then you take it out of that. You throw barbecue sauce on it, put it on a grill, caramelize the barbecue sauce, good to go. And I used to make them for tailgating because I didn't have time to sit there for 8-10 hours to smoke the proper way and do it the right way. And this was like, everybody fucking loved them.
Yeah.
And I'd never tell anybody how I made them because it's such a bullshit way to make ribs. But
Nobody
it
wants-
works.
Yeah. Well, it's like
do
the other day, I was telling him, like, what I did is I just, I'll make like a little tent of I'll take the whole rack and I'll make like a tent of foil and I just dry rub, right? I'll just fucking dry rub. And I used your shit. I used Infidel pork rub and I just coated it in there. All right. And then I threw it in the oven, like 275 for like 3 hours, right? Nice and slow or whatever. And then I pull it off and I took Infidel pork rub and some of the mango habanero and some of this, actually, some of the gunpowder. And I mixed that all together. And then I threw like a barbecue sauce in there to make like a paste, real thick, chunky barbecue sauce, essentially. And then I baste the fuck out of it and throw that on the grill, get the grill real hot, throw it on the grill, let that caramelize, and then just hit both sides, the bottom and the top, right? And then fucking pull it off, cut it up, serve it, right? They were amazing. And I was like, fuck, these are so good, dude. Like, I was proud of myself, even though I kind of cheated using the oven. You know what I mean? I didn't
It
smoke
works.
them or anything, but like, I was like, fuck, I ain't mad at these. Because I was just making dinner, man. We were having like, ribs and fries. All right. Like nothing crazy.
that's the thing with a smoker, though, is that like with these new smokers, at least, like the pellet smokers, you can be so fucking lazy. Like I
Yeah.
made ribs. Dave came over and I made ribs, and it was literally wrapped in tinfoil, put on there, brought them up for a certain amount of time to get to a certain temperature, unwrapped them, redid the sauce, put them back on there. And it was the same thing. I had a hard time getting them off the smoker because everywhere you'd grab, it was just trying to pull apart
Yep.
and fall apart. But it was the same thing. You'd try and all you had to do was just twist the bone and they would just slide right out of the rack. They were delicious. But the thing is, it's like, look at what I've made. It's like, I didn't do shit. Like,
Yeah.
I played with
put
an
a-
app on my phone.
yeah, I put this on there and I set it to a temp and hit a button and walked away. It beeped and told me like, hey, your food's done. It's just a really nice microwave.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, it really is. And that's why we conveniently have QR codes on the side of all the bottles.
I just tell you,
So you can look up all the recipes on the website because
boom.
You're also an accomplished author.
thank you.
You are. You are an accomplished author. You authored a cookbook.
Yes. Clint Romachet actually wrote the preface, and Jack Mandeville wrote the end face, I guess is what you would call it.
Yeah. I have all
I
three
don't know what that
signatures.
is.
It's a prologue and epilogue.
yeah.
Yeah.
I have all three signatures
how much books
from
I've
those
read.
gentlemen in my copy.
I don't even have that.
Lots of dick jokes in
Yes.
there that were just penned in. Like Murph told me that he's hidden 3 dicks in there. I'm still looking for the other 2.
No. I specifically remember that because I put 2 dicks inside there, so you would look and then realize that you're the third dick.
See, I only found 1. So
There's a second one in there.
That's funny.
I don't remember where. It's somewhere in the middle of the book.
And then I think Clint, when he was signing it, like added on to yours. It was like, this guy loves dicks or some shit. And like put an arrow towards you or something.
So he went to one of my firework businesses in Houston.
Yeah.
And I told Mitch, the guy who was running it for me at the time, I was like, yeah, take some photos while he's down there. And the first photo I get is there's a giant, they're called like outlaw bullets, and it has a big silver tip on it. And they're like 3-inch artillery shells. And the photo I get is Clint just going. I'm just like, well, I know this is Clint.
Yeah, that tracks. That
I mean,
tracks.
but like at his birthday party that we had in North Dakota, like literally the night before at the bar, we had one of the giant black silicone dildos with the suction cup on it. And that was being passed around at the bar everywhere. The next morning at like 7 a.m, we're all at the golf club. And Clint and me ended up getting in the same golf cart together for the whole entire 18 holes. And so we stuck the dildo on the front of the golf cart.
It's a unicorn.
Well, we did not know that the high school girls club was at the driving range. So as we drive around, I mean, whatever you call the little checkout bar area.
Yeah.
I don't do golf. We drive around the parking lot, and then like as we're coming around, there's like a 2-foot dick on the front of our golf cart flopping, and it's just a whole bunch of 17, 18-year-old girls like, what the fuck?
Nice.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Were you at Clint's favorite bar that just keeps the beer stacked on the wall?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
yeah, we were there. Yeah, we had a good time there.
Nice.
Yeah, we don't remember a whole lot from that night, but yeah. No, I
That's
mean,
how you know it was a good time. Shit.
yeah, we've done very, very well for that cookbook, and we're currently writing 69 good ass recipes right now.
Nice.
Don't know whenever that'll be finished, but
Nice.
hopefully sometime this year.
I'm well then you and myself and Mike Barker from Hero Sports.
Yep.
We had an idea that we wanted to do, and I still think we should do it. I got a lot more time now. So, I can start on this now.
Yes.
But yeah, we wanted to do a little project as well.
Yeah.
I think we should rock that. I think we should do that.
I'm totally down.
Yeah.
I mean,
Not to be totally cryptic for our audience out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you'll find out. Hearing about a year when I finally get off my ass and do it.
We just need to plan a time.
Yeah. Like I said, I got time.
I mean, I have a handful of grills at the house, so.
Yeah. All right. Sweet.
We just had another one delivered. One of our wholesale customers called me while we were in, I think, Dallas and said, hey, do you want a grill?
Fuck, wish I had this problem.
I don't think
Right,
anybody's ever said no to that question.
Yeah.
Like I've been trying to get fucking Traeger to give us money forever because all I want is a Traeger. Fuck. And I can't
Just get
one.
a
Fuck.
pellet smoker at this point. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Traegers are great, but there's so many out there.
I think I'm gonna go with Green Mountain because you won't. Fucker.
What, the egg?
I have a few in my garage if you
What?
want one.
What?
Traegers.
Yes. He just said nobody's ever said no. Yes.
The only reason I actually want a Traeger is as much as I like my smoker.
I want the app.
No, mine has an app, but
It's
the problem
overrated.
is that actually all I want is my internet system in my house is too advanced for the radio in my grill, so it won't hook up.
Oh.
The Wi-Fi radio in my grill
Don't hold
won't
your breath
hook
on
up to my
Traeger.
thing. And so all I
If
want
Traeger
is
watches this, don't knock me.
all I want. I don't even care about the app and being able to preset it and whatever. I would just like not have to walk out there and check the temp. I just
No,
want it to
I mean-
actually tell me what the fuck the temp is at.
I have
You're
like
so lazy. Aren't
the high
Yeah,
end. I have a Timberline 1300. And it
Oh,
still
do
won't-
you?
It won't connect
It
to
won't
my
connect.
Wi-Fi.
Oh,
So-
really?
Yeah.
So the Wi-Fi in there will only hook up to 2.4 gigahertz.
Yeah.
So if it's close to your house, most routers now are dual band.
Yeah.
So the closer you are to it, it sits on the 5 gig network. If you're close to it, the 2.4 gig is further out,
yeah.
and my fucking smoker's too close to my router to connect to my old
Do you know
network.
what they you know how they tell you to fix that? Because my router shit the bed of my house. They gave me a new router, and it was one of the dual band ones. So my pool and my Traeger wouldn't work because they're both through Wi-Fi, the 2.4. And so customer service for the internet was like, well, you just need to move your device far enough away where
Yeah.
it clicks on the other band. I'm like, I can't move my fucking pool, you asshole.
It doesn't matter where I put the router. The pool is still 10 feet out my back door.
I can't do anything about
So
it.
I can go 10 feet further away, and guess what? It's still now just 20 feet away. Like,
Yeah.
it doesn't solve my fucking problem. It was the same thing. I called
That's when you got to ask your neighbor for their Wi-Fi.
Right.
Like, hey, dude, can you hook me
Share your
up? Like,
Wi-Fi.
because I
fucking-
called my grill company and was like, "How do you guys fix this?" And he's like, "Yeah, we have this problem. Move." And they said the same thing: move the router further away. And I was like,
or
"Bro,
move your grill.
I could put
Come
the
on.
router in the front of my house and the damn smoker in the
But,
rear of my backyard. I'm still not going to be far enough away."
Oh,
All
I have
you-
the same issue.
All you need is for it to connect the first time, and then it'll continue to connect.
It's a fucking pain in the ass.
Because I had to take my Traeger, I had to take it out in my front yard in order to get it connected. Like it's in the road.
No, I mean, I've been trying for years, and I mean, because it'd be nice to be able to be on the lake and control the Traeger, but it is what it is.
Yeah,
That's what you just get good at cooking and
How was your boat?
not need a nap. Just got detailed the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Getting ready for summer, huh?
Yeah.
Nice.
yeah, finally.
Nice.
I'm ready for some fucking warm weather.
Yeah.
What kind of boat you at?
Glass drone?
Okay. A ski boat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that I've actually not wakeboarded at all because I think the only chance I got to wakeboard last year, James went first because James has no one knows what the fuck's wrong with him. He's got a heart issue.
Right.
But as soon as he starts to get physically active, it's kind of like AFib almost.
Right.
He starts having issues, chest pain, all that kind of stuff. So he's like, oh, yeah, man, let me go wakeboard and I'll go up like 2-3 times and then you can go after that. And then the third time he pops up and we're cruising across the whole entire lake. He's doing good. And then he eats shit and breaks the wakeboard. I was just like, motherfucker. Like, I buy this boat and I can't even wakeboard. So, yeah. But we are working on a grill.
Okay.
Really?
It's not going to be hooked up to Wi-Fi, though.
That's fine.
So,
Okay.
Again, nobody's ever said no.
No.
yeah.
I've abused the fuck out of all of mine.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah, we're working on a grill, and hopefully that'll be...
That's my missing piece, is I need a grill. So I have my Blackstone, and I've got my smoker.
This will be a barrel smoker, but you can also use it as a grill.
But see, I need one that I can also use as a grill.
Yeah,
I love my smoker,
it's a
but-
multifunction.
Yeah, like I have, like
know,
you've seen mine. Like I have
yeah.
like the dual. I have a smoker on one half.
But I
like,
want one that I can use
and
as,
then a
as
gas
just
grill
a
on the
fucking
other.
grill.
Yeah.
Like
Like, I don't necessarily want to fire on my fucking smoker to, like, make hot dogs.
Well, and that's like one of the
Like-
things, no offense to all the pellet smokers out there and people who use them.
They're not grills.
It's an easy bake oven for me.
Yeah, they're not.
it
They're
is.
not grills. That is an oven with smoke.
Like you mentioned Big Green Egg earlier, like, and they don't even put out that much smoke.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of the people who, I always find it funny, people with pellet smokers are like, yeah, man, I want my shit rolling coal. I'm like, no, you don't. That means you have a bad fire.
Yeah.
Hate to break it to you.
No.
Probably different with cigars, but yeah, if you have that coming out of your smoker,
Right.
it's not a good fire. But
You get it for like 2 minutes when you first turn it on.
right, and then after that, I mean,
it's supposed to be like white smoke, like clear to like white.
Well, it's
bluish
also,
white.
it
Yeah.
shouldn't be very dense.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, and that's where we get tons of questions on Grill Your Ass Off. What kind of pellet should you use? And it's like 90% of the pellets are just primarily oak with a 10% of flavoring, if that. And you really can't tell that big of a difference unless if you go to certain companies that have like the wild, crazy shit. And that's like Big Green Eggs are amazing because you can go with some of the crazy fucking charcoal and actually get that true taste and true smoke flavor and everything like that. So I don't know. Pellet smokers are an easy bake oven.
It is.
100%.
Yeah.
But that's all.
That's
they
why I
are.
like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why, I mean, like,
That's why I want one.
I haven't found a gas grill that'll hold up worth a fuck. They all go to shit. And
oh, yeah.
I got an Oklahoma
2
Joe's.
years.
I have an Oklahoma Joe's that's lasted me like 5 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
It's probably because
For me, it's on
The fuck
the
out of that thing, man.
on the gas grills and stuff like that. It's always the frame. The frame always ends up.
Either that or they got shitty hot spots or they got
Yeah, they're not
Yeah,
even at all.
they're
I do get some.
stainless steel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
I've never had so many stainless steel items rust out as I have on
Exactly.
fucking propane
Yeah.
grills. I'm like,
Yeah.
That's quality
Well,
stuff.
that's why like my Oklahoma Joe's got like cast iron fucking. It's cast iron, and it's like okay, like you have to take care of it. Otherwise, yeah, sure, it's gonna fuck up.
oh no, I'm talking about the frame itself. Like the legs and shit will rust out on it.
Right.
Fall apart.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's what they use higher end stainless steel for a lot of the internals, and the externals they just use.
Yes. Whatever
Basic
the cheapest
bitch,
shit they
yeah.
can find.
Fucking pot metal,
Yeah,
some
no.
sort. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's I mean,
So, but that's my one missing piece. I need like a fucking grill. Like I said, like
a good
sometimes I
gas
just
grill.
want- Sometimes I just. Or
I mean-
I don't mind charcoal to be totally honest with you, but sometimes I just want to like fucking make hot dogs, and I don't necessarily want to like wait 35 minutes to make a fucking hot dog.
I mean,
Yeah.
you could go with like Blaze grills. They're actually owned by the same company that makes Big Green Egg.
Okay.
They're a very high end gas grill. They have a ton of different, outdoor kitchen appliances, but that's going to be like a true stainless steel that's going to last you like a lifetime. Like if you're building an outdoor kitchen, or Bull Grills is really good as well.
Either that, or I'm just gonna go straight Texas and find one of these ones that turned a fucking oil barrel into a fucking
Oh yeah.
grill.
Oh yeah.
You should wait.
All right, I'll fucking wait.
Hint, hint.
As soon as you said we're making a grill, that I know that you have one of those on your patio.
It's in a showroom now.
Okay, that's where it used
We
to be.
donated it for the greater good.
That's where it used to be. And
Yeah.
I was like, okay, yep.
That's another fun
Well, the
supply
guy that
chain
owns, like,
shortage.
The guy that owns a grilling company, yeah, I'll wait for his grill.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Considering that I could just call and be like, this fucker broke.
So we have a customer service line.
Nah, bitch, you're stuck. I'm going straight to you. Well, fuck, boys.
I know your owner, motherfucker.
This is
Not really. He was on my show once.
This has been a good show.
Yeah.
It's been a good show.
I do have a short story to tell
So
you, though.
Blaze
you
Grills does not have a price on their website. So
That
That
tells you everything you
shows
need to know.
Yeah.
Buy
It's like
once,
my
cry
great grandmother
once.
ever told me. If you ever have to ask for the price, you can't afford it.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. I have a connection for you if you're actually interested in that.
yeah,
Buy once, cry once.
But
we need a grill for the
Yeah, because I mean, like that's one of I'm going to be building an outdoor grill or kitchen this summer, and Blaze products, bull grills, and then the egg is what's going to be going inside of it. So
Nice. So you got a little Sono shit?
yeah, it's short, though.
Okay.
It happened to me over the weekend.
All right.
So I was out with my wife. We were picking up stuff for the store. And we're walking around the store. And Caitlin and I tend to banter back and forth and aren't really paying attention to what the fuck is going on around us.
And I've heard you guys' banter, so I'm sure it was hilarious.
Yeah, so we're walking and something happened. And she was like, oh my God, I almost threw up. And I turned to her and I said, you need to calm down. And on the other side of the aisle, there was like, you know, those center aisle displays and shit of shit that's all stacked up. All of a sudden, this like 6'2" black dude spins around and looks at me and he goes, I'm not gonna lie, I thought you just said that shit to me. And I was like, nope. And he was like, I was sitting here telling my wife, hold on, I'm about to have an issue with this white boy. And I can hear his wife on the under the phone going, say, this is why I told you can't go out in public. And he's sitting there relaying all this to me, and I was like, well, maybe I did. And he was like, maybe we need to go outside. And I was like, maybe I don't need to die. You have a good day. But yeah, I found myself in a situation where I almost died this weekend.
Yeah. You also went off on the Costco girl.
Oh my God.
This is funny.
So I needed TVs for the store. And around this time of year when the Super Bowl is going to happen, everybody's like just clearancing out televisions. So it seemed like a good time to go buy the TVs for the store. So I went to Best Buy first, which is where I had the interaction with the black dude that I was trying to start a fight. So I go over to Costco, and they've got the TVs I was looking for. They were very inexpensive, so I bought 4 of them. So I have like 4 TVs stacked up on this cart and a vacuum. And I'm rolling up to the checkout, and now Costco has self-checkout. And I was like, but it's not really self-checkout. There's like a dude there with a gun, so you go to the self-checkout, and he just goes like, bleep, 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 and then rings you out.
Like, go to that one. I go, okay.
Yeah, and then he rings everything for you, so I was like, okay, whatever. They just tend to operate a little bit faster. And this chick pops out of the floor like a fucking ninja. Like, I have no idea where she came from. And she's got like this like super gun on her, like this super zap gun. And she was like, she pops out and she goes like, tell me you're an executive member. And I was like, no, I'm not. And she was like, why? And I was like, because it's twice the fucking price. Like, I don't.
But you get 2% back.
Yeah, but you get 2% back. And I was like, yeah, and? So I'd forgotten my card. So I was carrying around that, you know, they give you that 8.5 by 11 piece of paper. If you forget your Costco card, that's your temp card. I'm like, I know you just have a stack of these motherfuckers. You could have just given me another card, but no, I got to carry around the I'm an idiot sign.
can we pause? Like that is exactly what we would do to Joe if they lost their fucking cat cards.
It's exactly what it is. They just this huge fucking
Somebody
piece
at
of-
Costco was in the military.
So I'm carrying this thing around. So before I can even like do anything, she comes around me with that fucking super gun and like zaps the piece of paper. So it pulls up my account on her shit. And she's like, well, for $25, you can get it for the next 5 months. Be an executive member. And your purchase on this is bleep, 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 bleep. You'll get this much back. You'll be $7 over the value of this if you just pay for this thing. And then like 2 other people came up and it was like this shark attack happening trying to get me to do this executive thing. And I finally was like, fuck, stop. I can do the math and fine. Like if you'll go away, I'll just buy the fucking executive membership. So I'm talking to her and I was like, and she was like, okay, so all you have to do is go over there and tell them, you know, take this over there and they'll upgrade and give you your new cards or whatever. I was like, I don't really need the new cards. I need to update my address so you can send me the check. And she was like, fine. I was like, while I'm over there, can I go ahead and cancel it too? And she was like, what do you mean? I was like, I'll give you the $25, but while I'm there, can I tell them at the end of the 5 months just to roll my membership back to the $60 version? Yeah. And she was like,
You get the black one.
and she was like, well, why would you do that? And I was like, because I'm not confident that I'm actually going to spend enough money in here next year to justify the $120 membership over the $60 membership.
Yeah.
And I'm not seeing any perk to giving you more money
Yeah.
than what I'm getting with my standard little white card. That's the same reason I don't have a business membership, because I don't need to be in here an hour early than everybody else. Like,
Right.
you already open at 9. Like, I don't.
I'd have a business membership if you took American Express.
Yeah, but they only take Visa.
That's it.
So, and she was like, well, and I was like, look, you got your conversion. I get it. You got your hustle. But if you could back off now, that'd be great. So I already said yes. And then she continues the pitch on why it was great to be an executive member. And I finally was like, stop. Like, I can do 2%. That's fine. I got that math. It's fine. I get it. I got $32 back on this. It was $25. I made $7 whole dollary dues. That means that my wife and I can now go get a slice of pizza, and we've zeroed out my earnings from this whole thing. This is fucking great. But I got it. Thanks. And I was like, Jesus.
And she's like, well, next time when you buy this much, you're
Yeah.
like,
And then she goes like,
how
well,
often
when
am I
you
gonna
make
buy
purchases
4
like this, I was like,
fucking
well,
TVs?
because, once a week I come in here and buy 4 TVs. Like, what? How often am I going to do this? I was like, I come in here to buy like packs of Totino's party pizzas and like steak. Like, I don't spend that much in here. I'm like, well, next time you make a purchase like this, who is buying this on the regular? Like, who's just walking in here going like,
executive members, obviously.
can I get a half pallet of TVs real quick? That'd be fucking great. Like, I'm like, if I'm back in here this time next year doing this again, we're already talking because the TVs I bought from you lasted less than a year. Like, so
Or you're opening up a new location.
Ooh.
that's
Okay.
actually in the discussion about having a second location by
There you
September.
go. I mean, you got 5 months.
You got to go find that girl and have the same conversation.
Let's go.
I need $7 more.
I want to make $7 real quick. But yeah, man, I don't. Costco only goes one of two ways. You either can't find a soul to try and help you,
Or they're fucking everywhere.
or they're just on top of you, and it's just like, good God.
Like, I remember when I had a Costco membership, like the Nazi as you walk in, that's like checking cards and shit. And she was like
You know what the
a
hilarious
real
thing is?
twat about it, man. And I was just like, fuck
If you
your
want to
deal,
go in there and
lady.
walk around, actually check price and just walk in the exit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nobody stops
cares.
you. Just walk in the exit. And technically speaking, Costco will flat out tell you you only need the membership card to check out,
Yeah. Yeah. You know, like,
and that's it.
but like she was like, and I want to say that's part of the reason why I didn't renew was this lady. I just had a bad experience with this lady. And I was like, man, fuck you.
Well, and now they're trying to get everybody to go to their app, so
Right.
you don't even need your card. You just scan your phone first, and then.
Yeah.
So I'm like, so what? Then I'm supposed to open up your app and show the app on my phone to the person at the door to be able to get in here?
Yeah.
Or am I getting like a barcode tattooed on? Like, how deep are we going into this? Cult? Like,
Yeah. It's in your vaccine.
oh, is it on my vaccine?
It's in your vaccine. No, I mean, I have a love-hate with Costco, especially the one over here by the Forum. Because that's the Costco
Yeah, I don't
where
like that one.
That's the one where I flipped that dude's cart or that lady's cart. Because she like
That one's closer to my house, but I like the one that's over off Stone Oak. That one's way better.
She bumped into me, and then I was like, "Oh, excuse me." And she goes, "Do you even can you even afford to be in here?" And I'm like, "Bitch, it's Costco. It's not Ruth Chris. What the fuck are you doing?" And I was like,
Which is hilarious because they sell Ruth's Chris
Yeah,
gift
right?
cards inside Costco.
right?
Yeah.
But like she fucking bumps my cart and then was a cunt to me, and I was just like, okay, I didn't even say a word to her. I just like, all right, walked over and just deadlifted her cart and flipped it and just grabbed mine and was like, have a nice day, and just kept walking away. And there was a Costco kid standing there, and he was like, dude, and I was like, sorry, man.
Say something.
So Mikey didn't relinquish his membership. It got taken away.
It all suddenly makes more sense.
No, I just let it run out.
I went back to Home Depot over the weekend. I walked in right inside the door. This chick, like, she goes like, "You got any jobs that we can do for you?" And I was like, "Is it free?" She was like, "Well, no." And I was like, "Then no, I don't have anything you can do for me."
Yeah.
Like,
Like-
this guerrilla marketing is
Yeah.
fucking getting out of hand, man.
Like, what the hell? I
Yeah,
don't appreciate your level of aggression.
right.
Like, you don't have a bad policy. If you smell it and say, "Oh wow," you have to buy it.
Yeah.
It's like comes with a fair warning.
That,
Don't say
should,
that line.
That should be across the board.
Yeah.
I feel like that's valid for almost every industry.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, fucking-
Oh, can we get the prostitutes to develop that?
That's
like when
what I'm
they're
saying.
done, if you
Across
don't go,
the board,
"Oh,
every
wow,"
industry-
you don't pay.
I don't know. I feel like there's some prostitutes that wouldn't make a living that way.
Oh,
That would get rid of all the
It
bad
would, it would
prostitutes.
change the game.
Yes, it would.
It seems like a good quality control situation.
it's fucking good, man.
Thank you.
It's really good.
Can we talk about what happens in exactly a month from now?
Exactly a month.
Yeah. Exactly a month from
International,
now.
Oh.
International Steak and Blowjob.
Yes.
Oh yeah, Steak and Beach Day.
Yeah.
T-shirt.
nice, nice.
Was that a grill your ass off shirt?
It is.
It
is.
It's another shirt I gotta buy.
International Steak and a Blowjob Day.
Yeah.
Please don't forget. March 14th.
Steak and Beej.
Steak and BJ Day.
Yeah.
You can use gunpowder steak and brisket seasoning
You sure
and whiskey smoked sea salt.
Is that for the steak or for the
Yes.
PJ?
There's no wrong answers here.
Yeah, there isn't. I would highly recommend
for
not
the tube
using
steak.
the mango habanero for the BJ part.
Yeah,
Of it.
that I guess there is a wrong answer. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you got to come up with a pineapple one. That way I can eat it leading up to steak and
He said he's got new flavors coming out.
Yeah. That's actually one of the things in the loop. So
You should. It should definitely have something to do with steak and BJ. Like,
Yeah.
it should be like
It's a preparatory order.
flavor for her. Something.
flavored for her pleasure.
Yeah.
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 It's a preparatory order.
Yeah.
I can see the label already. Like the donkey's like smiling. There's like a donkey ears popped up.
We already have enough like retailers that like will see the atomic dongs or the donkey dongs and like see the donkey on it, or even the donkey balls, because we put 2 olives with a single leaf curved up.
Sure.
And they quickly are like, "Fuck, did I just buy that?" And it's like, "Yeah, you just did."
Yeah, you did.
Customers are gonna love it.
Thanks, Walmart.
Yeah.
Speaking of the dongs, hand those pickles.
Yeah, yeah. You want to send them down here again? Because I'm not angry with these.
No, those were delicious.
Yeah, these are fucking great. I'm gonna sign off eventually, Justin. I promise. He's over there like, what the fuck, man? What have you been over there like?
Do you want a
bitching about?
dong?
Jazz would not fucking stop playing with the cutter, so there was just a tick going on directly into his mic,
Oh yeah, I heard that.
which, to be fair, I 100% thought was John. Like,
No, it wasn't
entire time.
Nope.
Hey, come over here and eat a dong.
Oh,
Yeah, come eat some dong,
if
dude.
I have to.
Come on.
Do you want
Please.
the atomic dong?
He had
Yeah,
some.
he has to have an atomic dong.
He had some
one left.
earlier today.
Here.
Get up in that dong, dude.
Those are good.
There, here's one.
Wow, those are good.
They're so fucking good, dude.
Oh, look at you with the product placement and everything.
Man, you know what we could do? We could do fucking picklebacks with that fucking hot pickle juice.
I kind of want to throw some of that in a Bloody Mary.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Just the juice.
Salt the rim.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, John, I have a joke for you.
Okay. It's funny. You just came back from the bathroom.
Yeah. That's a different joke.
It's a little joke.
Yeah. What's the best part about the fact that 50 Cent played the halftime show?
What?
He played after 2 quarters.
That's true. I like all the memes saying that 50 cents now $1.
Yeah. The inflation.
Right. I just thought it was weird. He was upside down. I was like, what the? What?
Yeah, everybody else shows up like, I think Snoop was driving a car and Dre fucking, I don't know, did something else.
Well, he came out of the floor with that
Yeah.
giant producer deck,
Right.
that huge.
Right.
And then 50 cents just hanging upside down.
It's from his
Bro.
music video, but it was such an obscure reference that it was like,
Yeah.
nobody remembers his music video from 2001. Like,
People watching that did.
I think it was
I
funny
watched
that
it and literally I was like, what the fuck? My wife remembered it and was like, oh, that was his music video for that song. And I was like, what?
I think it's funny that everybody was like, that's the best halftime show since blah, 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 and all this stuff. And it's like,
Since the titty.
NFL marketing finally hit their demographic.
Yeah.
That's all it came down to. They realized, okay, this is the age bracket of people
Right.
that actually watch our show, and now we're marketing to them.
I saw
Thank you.
I saw one. And it was like, I saw a post and it was something like it was like realizing that it's
Well,
not
it was,
like,
thank God they're not playing all this old music like Rolling Stones and all this kind of
Yeah.
stuff. They're finally playing my age music.
And
And
they'd
then
be like-
10 seconds later, you realize,
fuck. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the halftime show.
it was good.
I thought it was real good. Like,
The fact of the matter is that since Prince,
I'll tell you one
every
thing.
show's just not going to be as good.
I'll tell you one thing, man. Fucking, they all still got it.
Yeah.
Every one of them still got it.
Well, you got to
Like,
think, how many times have those people performed those songs live?
Oh, millions.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just like, oh, we got to do this again? Okay, cool.
But I mean, every one of them. Like,
Yeah.
What was impressive is actually how well they all kind of worked together.
They
Given,
probably rehearsed that 100 times.
yeah, but just given their personalities, like
Yeah.
none of those guys are
Well,
exactly
every
like the
one
whole,
of them
like-
was found by Dre.
Yeah, and you and I were talking about on the phone. Like,
Yeah.
every single one of them was found and produced by Dre when they came onto the scene.
Technically,
So-
50 Cent was found by Eminem, but same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
which means that he got a deal because he was like, "Hey Dre, I found this guy.
Yeah.
Like we need to." Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, did you guys see all the stuff that was going around talking about all the young rappers that are going to the Super Bowl? And they're like, fucking mind your business because you're rolling into a place that has 50,000 active gang members.
Right.
So shut your fucking mouth and go watch the game.
Yeah, maybe
like,
not.
don't try to be tough because there's tougher people here.
There's a reason that Snoop Dogg was able to crip walk onto the middle of the field, and it's not
You're rocking a
because,
completely blue outfit.
Dude had a blue bandana outfit he was rocking, and it was like
It was crip walking while he was singing nothing but a G thing and shit. I was
and
like,
literally
bam.
threw up a C in the middle of their performance, and nobody said a word.
Nobody's gonna say shit to Snoop.
It was like
It's not like people seem to forget. Like that motherfucker was on trial for murder at one point.
yeah,
like
He wrote a song.
murder
I
was
think
the
there's a
case.
movie.
yeah. murder was the case. Well, that's what that one weird post that happened where it was like, it's weird that Martha Stewart's hanging out with this rapper and she's the one that's a felon, and it's like
Y'all seem to forget something.
on trial for murder.
He did get off though.
Murder.
He was found innocent.
Yeah.
So
So is OJ.
when you're,
Snoop
when you're
just-
right, you're right.
But Snoop didn't write a book saying, if I did it.
Right.
Did you see the video of Snoop actually like smoking a joint before he went on?
No.
Yeah,
I'm
they
surprised-
have a
I'm
video of him
surprised he
smoking
wasn't
in the back. He was,
smoking-
like leaning down.
I believe it.
I'm surprised he wasn't smoking during the halftime show.
Right?
Yeah.
It's legal in California.
Yeah.
Imagine living there and spending tens of thousands of dollars to get a ticket to go to the Super Bowl, and you don't have to wear a mask. But then you wake up the next day and go to work, and you have to wear a mask and do all your fucking.
Oh, they had to wear
bullshit.
masks at the bowl, didn't they?
No.
No one
I
did.
didn't see a single person wearing a
Nobody.
mask. I saw a couple chin diapers. That was about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one that cracked me up that was right before the Super Bowl show, that announcer was standing there and she was like, I'm standing right next to Snoop Dogg before they go on the stage. And he was like, before these guys.
And he's like,
he
"The
reaches
fuck?"
over and she reaches over and puts her hand on his shoulder like this. And you see Snoop like super slow. He's like leaned and looked
turns
like this.
around,
Like,
just runs
who
like,
is this bitch? I was
and,
like,
and he gives her this, fuck is this bitch look. And I was dying. Yeah, I saw that. That was funny as fuck. That was
Did
funny
y'all
as shit.
did y'all see how fast they cleaned out the homeless all around the stadium too?
yeah, it looked
They did like
pristine.
a week before, and it was just nothing but homeless encampments. And then it was like the week of the Super Bowl, totally clean. Like
Yeah.
they brought pressure washers into that bitch and shit.
Yeah.
LA needs to host the Olympics. That would clean it up real good.
There wouldn't
Yeah,
be
right.
much difference between that and where it's at right now.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
That one with the, what's that? The ski jump or whatever?
Yeah.
The
The whole
nuclear
the
plant
flying
or
squirrel
whatever.
sport.
Yep.
Why have we not talked about our dude, Matt Henderson?
Hamilton. Matt Hamilton. I want that dude on the show so bad.
Yeah.
Dude, Matt,
We
Murph,
talked
you know
about
who we're
that this
talking about?
weekend.
No.
He's
No
the
idea.
So Matt
curling.
Hamilton is the captain of the U.S. curling team,
and he looks like it.
and this dude,
Oh, is that the dude? One of y'all shared it.
Epic mustache, hair down to his shoulders. Like this dude looks like he like freaking throws a stone and then cracks open a stone. Like
Yeah.
this dude,
Like, dude,
epic.
he fucks.
Yeah.
He fucks. like,
I will say, yeah, I saw, somebody shared that the other day online. Connor Fields is someone else that y'all need to have on the show. He's a multi-time gold medalist, Olympic BMX,
no,
Good.
and a grill your ass off user.
Oh, nice.
nice.
I mean, I'll have any Olympian on the show, but this
No,
dude,
there's one we will not.
that
Yeah, I
guy,
would.
oh, yeah.
Why
Oh,
not?
God.
Oh, he doesn't want Phelps on the show.
Oh, that.
That's just
I thought you were gonna do
Not unless we're selling fucking tickets for a fist
Thanks for
fight.
showing me that. I'm now pregnant.
I know, right?
Right? Like,
Yeah, we were talking about over the weekend, and I have this theory that there's like 12 illegitimate children in China right now because he was visiting.
Oh, probably.
he just walked by and hair flipped, and they all got pregnant.
Yeah.
How do you like apply to do that?
Curling?
Yeah.
I don't
Like,
know,
oh,
but I feel like it's something I could be good at.
So the guy who actually
I don't know,
like
have you seen the
throws the
position that-
stone or whatever you call it, I get that.
Yeah, but
But imagine-
he competes in round robin, so you have to do all of it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you
but
gotta-
I was like,
you gotta
how
do
do you
every
become a
one.
dude that just sweeps?
But so
Like-
you have to do all of it. Like, so the round
I don't
robin,
know.
like, if you pitch the stone,
Guys, we're veterans. We're already pros at that shit.
That's what I mean. Like I could be an Olympian.
yeah, the ice scrubbing.
That's all I got to do. I'm pretty good standing on ice. Like,
Dude, I got
played
super
hockey
curious
for a while.
about it,
I'm
and I
good
was
with-
looking
without
into
skates.
like I found the list of the top 10 curling companies in the world, and like 9 out of 10 of them are in Canada.
I believe that.
Well, yeah.
You got that or
And
hockey.
the other one's in Michigan, probably.
Yeah, that's like that
Michigan or
dude, Matt
Minnesota.
Hamilton, and God, I want him on the show so bad, but Matt Hamilton is from Wisconsin. I was like, that's Canada South.
Yeah,
Like, that's
right.
not.
I feel like curling would be something you have to practice for like 3 days and you'd be fairly good at it.
It's like shuffleboard.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
But
It's
just
it's
water.
100%
2-3 games and you're good.
shuffleboard. Yeah.
Yeah.
It
I don't
also
know. I'm
it,
fucking down. I'm down to try.
it
Oh my
does
God.
it does strike me one of those sports that the more you drink, the better you get at it.
Yeah.
Like, you
It's
start
like,
relaxing.
It's like cornhole.
Can we start? We should start a curling team.
Let's do it.
and then
Let's
we
just
could
start
be
a
in the
fucking
Olympics in
curling
4
league.
years.
Let's do it.
I'm down.
Let's start a curling league.
I feel like this is
It's
going to
my
be.
only chance to be an Olympian. This,
I feel like
this is the only path for me.
Okay, so we start this league. We'll get sponsored by you, and we'll call it "Curl Your Ass Off."
I'm totally fine with that.
And we'll tailgate and grill before we play, and then we'll
Yes.
go in and curl.
Yes.
And we will be fucking drunk and own everyone.
I feel like this is going to, like, if the 5 of us start a curling team with the intentions of going to the Olympics,
We could probably be there in 4 years.
it'll be more along the lines of that movie Beer Fest.
yeah.
That's what I see. And I'm totally okay with that.
I think we should do this as a documentary project. It's just like our trail
yes.
to the Olympics.
I don't play fucking Pong anymore.
Playing a real high stakes game of curling. Kind of people who don't like to lose.
In Iceland.
Is the new building big enough for curling?
It
Yeah.
probably is.
I don't know.
I don't-
How big is a curling?
Well, I don't know where we would get the ice, but
What do you call it? An arena? A curling rink?
Curling rink, probably.
Why do I have a feeling that there's
lane?
probably?
A lane?
I don't know.
I think you could start with a shuffleboard table.
A curling rink is 146 to 150 feet.
God.
No,
no.
not quite.
We
big.
only got 125.
But I don't know where we'd get the ice. That's the problem.
Canada.
Maintaining the ice would be the problem here in South Texas.
I say we practice with like
Let's
just
just rent out
a brick on wheels and some rollerblades.
Well, I say we just announced that we are in the runnings for the, to be an Olympic curling team, and we just go there and practice for 3 days and then go
Yeah,
into the event.
where are the curling trials? Like I
Right?
know
I
that
don't
they
know.
do all the whole like,
It's like
this is an
dodgeball.
Olympic trial to become a figure skater or whatever.
So
but
we need Texas to I can't even fucking I just had a
Succeed.
stroke. Sorry. Yes. So that way we can be the
We just
official
go
curling team
represent
of
the
Texas.
Olympics.
And we don't have to try to compete against all these people that actually know what they're doing.
You know, the Texas curling team sounds a lot like the Jamaican bobsled team.
Yeah,
they
we-
fucking won
Did they win?
Did they really?
in the movie.
Oh, okay. I actually watched that 3 nights ago.
Fucking
Did you feel the rhythm?
Oh, I did.
Did you feel the rhyme?
It was bobsled time.
Hey.
Yeah. No, I'm totally down. I mean, I think that we could fake. We wouldn't even be faking because we would actually be a team. But like, we could go to the local ice skating rink, be like, "Hey, bitches."
Either that or we just go to the match, if that's what they called, and we just show up a day early and practice. For
Yeah, but
one
there's going to
day.
be a whole bunch of like Girl Scout fucking teams out there that are going to destroy us like in dodgeball.
yeah, but like,
But I think we just practice one day.
But I feel like it's beer pong. Like distractions are totally legal.
yeah.
And I think we'd win based on that.
Oh,
yeah. I'd just run
100%.
behind the other teams.
hence the hair and
I don't
mustache.
know, dude. I don't think
guy.
I could play against Matt Hamilton. I think I'd be distracted.
Yeah, well, that's because you're pregnant.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's probably hard to curl with a boner.
Yeah. Have you seen the position you
You're
have
out
to be
there
in to throw
sweeping
the
with your
stone?
dick out.
Yeah, right.
I think we should do this.
Let's do it.
I'm into it.
Justin, how much is a set of curling rocks?
Are the granite stones?
What are they? I
By
don't
the
even
way,
know.
I
I don't
looked
even
it
know
up.
the
They're
terminology. And we're like,
54 pounds.
That's how much those are.
And there's like a little
Oh, it's like a kettlebell.
44 pounds.
or 44 pounds. And there's like a little chip in them so they can measure like how close it is to the middle. And
It's fancy.
This is way more advanced than I thought it would be.
but
Right?
they're 44 pounds. They're made out of granite.
They cost anywhere from what I'm seeing $265 to $400.
Patreon
"Wow,
supporters.
We're done.
You
We're
got
in.
us.
We're in.
You got
Go.
us.
That's
Yeah, but I
not
think it's-
cost prohibitive.
it's-
We can do this.
You need 2 sets and they're 4 apiece.
Now, what kind of broom do you use?
It's actually a stick. It's a stick with like a. So no,
Most brooms
Most
start with the
brooms-
stick.
no, it's not a broom though. Like the end of it has like this weird little polishing pad on it, and there's like a secondary. Handle.
Okay, the mop.
Like a Swiffer.
So it's a Swiffer.
Yeah.
So it's more like a squeegee.
You think
Oh,
Swiffer
but-
could sponsor it?
It's like,
Just saying.
you ever seen a puck on the ice, right? That after they played a game and there's fucking snow all over the place and it barely slides. But once the Zamboni goes, that puck will go for fucking ever.
Yeah.
So you literally get a Swiffer with the juice on the front and that fucking rock is going all the way. We got this. It's probably illegal, but
Well, I'm not worried about the rock getting there. I'm worried about the rock stopping at the right place.
Yeah.
Just make sure you go second and hit the other guys.
So that is apparently referred to as how much weight you put in it,
Right.
which has to do with how fast you release it, and then
Well, Okay.
Got
It's
a lot
weird.
of weight behind that one.
Yeah.
So the whole sweeping thing is actually to slow it down
Yeah.
to get it to start turning. Because when it's traveling fast enough, it doesn't turn. So you're actually
Slow it
sweeping.
down.
You're sweeping to slow it down.
So
You're warming the ice.
I thought one of them was to slow it down, and the other one was to speed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But most of that sweeping that you see on the send, when they at the end when they're trying to get it to like connect with another one, they're actually polishing it to get it to slow down to get it to turn.
Ah.
Huh. I'm into it. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
let's
let's
go
go.
for it.
Yeah. I guess
Let's
it's-
be the first Olympic team to not use sweepers. We're just gonna
Just fucking full send.
Fucking
Just-
send it.
just full send.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I guess we'll just like glide down instead of sweeping drink.
Yeah.
Just,
Right? Just get a little
just
whiskey on the ice.
Just spike the camera. Like the whole way there.
It's all just defensive play.
Yeah.
It's just like we didn't score anything, but neither did they.
Fucking yes.
Just obliterating everything on the other end.
Yeah.
If you found a bar with a shuffleboard table or whatever that's called, could you
Yeah.
call that practice?
Yeah,
No.
100%.
No. Totally different.
Tax write-off.
Yeah.
Practice.
You're throwing 44 ounces. It's not even 44 ounces. It's like,
It's like
4
4
ounces.
ounces.
What if you just made a shuffleboard table that size?
Just a 150-foot shuffleboard table with
Yeah.
giant shuffle stones.
And
that
you put it
just-
on the ground and actually use the curling stones?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be curling.
Yeah. So that's how we practice in
It'd be-
Texas.
It'd be
No,
more
we can
curling.
get that shit that they use, like the fake ice that you can like actually like skate on and shit. You guys seen that?
That's a thing?
Yeah, dude, they have like it's like I don't know what it is, polymer of some sort probably.
I thought it was just rollerblades.
No, they actually have like sheets that you can put down that you can like practice stick handling and shit like that on it, and it essentially is the same thing as doing it on ice.
Huh.
We just get a whole fucking bunch of those,
I'm sure it would.
I
or
do
we can
think
just
you could
go
just
find
make
an
a
ice rink
giant-
and rent it out for.
I
an
was gonna say,
hour. It's
fucking
Yeah.
$60.
Northwoods has an ice rink. Like you could,
Yeah. Right there, like 1604, 281.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm down. Like, I want to go to the Olympics in 4 years.
fucking let's do it.
I mean, we only need like a week and a half practice.
Yeah,
to qualify.
Imagine if we had 4 years of
If
practice.
we started now,
Well, you guys, we have no like illusions of winning. We just want to go and compete.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So who cares, right?
And then we can all get the Olympic tattoos.
Yeah.
Yay.
I'm an Olympian.
Yeah, little
What's up, bitches?
thing across the. Yeah.
just have that newspaper clipping. Just like these
They did it.
fuckheads made it to the Olympics.
They
It's like,
did it. We're all like drunk as fuck. Whoa!
How many times in a row do we have to do this in order for Mikey to get more gold medals than Michael Phelps?
for the
Oh,
rest
we would
of
have
our
to
lives,
actually
and
be
we
good.
never get there.
Yeah.
But you know the level of shit talking that Mikey
Oh.
could have at that point.
Oh, dude.
He'd only need, but you'd only need one. Because
Yeah.
then if he was like, I'm a gold medalist, you'd be like, so am I, motherfucker. It's not that hard.
Sit the fuck down.
It's not that hard. I got mine drunk.
We practiced
Right?
3
That was
times.
hammered, bitch. I did this for a week and a half and did it. What's your excuse? Lifetime swimmer, you fucking chud. Fuck you and your underbite. God, I fucking hate it.
He only has
Brought to you by warfightertobacco.com. Use that code FTFO. Get yourself that sweet 15% off. And of course, our buddies, owellness.us over there. Get that Freedom Friends 25. And I believe Grill Your Ass Off still has an FF15 code in their Shopify.
He's like, fuck, I don't know. It's been 2 fucking years. Like,
Carry us on for a minute.
I think
so-
it is.
So
even if it doesn't, you can go to
GrillYourAssOff.com.
grillyourassoff.com. But I think on social media, you had to modify it, right? It's like grill
Only
your-
on Facebook.
Only on Facebook.
Yeah, it's
Grill Your
grill your AS dash off, and FF15 is still live.
Hey.
So use the code if you remember it. If not, go buy the shit anyways.
Yeah.
And fuck as many stores that you're picking up. Like,
Yeah, go
go
to the
check
website
your-
and then
go
click
check
on
your
retail
local market.
locations.
So, because direct to consumer is always great, but it's also good to support local if you can. So if you can go to a local
Absolutely.
shop and buy it off the shelf, do that because
Oh,
it's good for
100%.
the retailer.
Yeah.
And stuff
Yeah.
like that.
And like pick up some of these donkey dongs because these sweet fire pickles
Yeah,
are
those pickles
fucking
are-
delicious.
Those pickles are awesome.
Fucking A, dude. Like I am stoked.
Yeah, I kind of want to make cheeseburgers with those motherfuckers.
Yeah, right?
We also have donkey dongs, which are great in martinis.
Ooh.
Yeah. The donkey balls.
Yeah, donkey balls. Yeah, same
Yeah,
thing. I
I was
was
like-
thinking about dongs sitting next to you.
You
So.
got, you got dongs on
I'm
the
having
brain.
flashback of Florida.
Yeah, right.
In the whoosh bucket.
The wash bucket. Fucking weird. The weirdest shit ever.
Well, I'm going to lift my glass.
Yeah, I'm going to bring it up.
Say thank you for being my freedom friends.
Cheers, boys.
Cheers.
And 3 little words, sayings, tidbits to live
good,
by.
Just good little,
Yeah.
things to do.
Simple.
Easy. God damn it. Fuck you, Jess. John, hit him with the first one.
Smoke on.
And your favorite?
Drink on.
God damn it, boys.
Freedom the fuck on.
We'll see you next time.